Welcome, everybody. As you see, I went to the wrong screen there for a second, but that's just the way it is. I'm your tournament organizer, host, professional illustrator, and very many other things. Senior Doom, coming to you live tonight on this very wintry Tuesday night. Because it's like honestly like 38 degrees here right now. But joining me tonight on in the co-casting desk here is Shining Espeon. Shining Espeon, would you please introduce yourself to everybody who may be watching?
Absolutely. Hello, my friends. My name is Kara Quarren, aka Shining Espeon. You might know me from all those retro tournaments I stream. You might know me from the the Latin American International Championship co-stream that I hosted over the weekend. You might know me from like the 16 other times I've been here. If you don't, you'll get to know me tonight, and I'm excited to be here.
And I'm excited to have you back. It's always a good time, and we are getting ready here to have this tournament going. And also for everyone at home, because I'm assuming you're at home. Some people might be at work. You never know. We do have somebody who's like a security guard who watches like the Friday night tournaments. Like they watch the entire night. But I digress. We are now on a 30-second delay due to some requests from some players. So if it seems like we're talking to you really late in chat kind of thing, or like we see a response or something like that, that's why. We are very much on a bigger delay now. But with that, it looks like we're ready to get this tournament started.
I'm very excited.
All right, round one is up for everyone who is playing, and we will find ourselves a match right away. See if anybody is already streaming. Do not see anybody, but we will go find one.
So there's a couple big stories heading into this event, I think. I don't know if you want to talk about some other things before we jump into storylines.
I think we just jump right into storylines while we try to find a game.
Well, I think there's two big stories, and those two big stories are defined by kind of the two big decks that were the talk of the two big recent events. Obviously, the most recent event was won in a Gardevoir Jellicent mirror match. After a while of there kind of being some uncertainty about the best Gardevoir variant, people really do seem to be converging around the Jellicent variant in this current format. And it's hard to, it's easy to see why. The deck is really powerful. Having multiple different forms of item lock is fantastic. And if you look at the list that Pedro Pertusi won LAIC with, it just has options for everything. It's a fantastic list. So that's one deck to keep an eye on. But the other deck, and this one is one I kind of have an interest in myself, the Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan deck that won the Las Vegas Regionals in the hands of Tord Reklev. Definitely an archetype that has proven itself. It's here to stay. It had a lot of prominent finishes at LAFC. So those are two big decks, I think, to keep an eye on during tonight's tournament.
Let's go ahead and jump down to table one because it does have the Mega Lopunny deck I want to see. I was hoping to get Mega Absol on, but if we got a Lopunny to start off, let's go ahead and jump on down there. And I will get that set up.
So obviously another big story tonight is the brand new decks coming at you from Phantasmal Flames. And this is going to be one of them. Mega Lopunny EX is a Pokemon that's gotten some hype coming out of this event. There's a bit of debate whether the game plan is to just kind of play it in a tech in an established deck like Goldengo, or to play it as a deck all unto itself. And our player here tonight is going to try exactly that. Mega Lopunny paired with Dusknoir.
which I have not had a chance to play it yet, but I have had plenty of people, mostly my brother, tell me that they've had very good good matches with it, and they considered it probably their favorite deck.
Well, I mean, that's interesting to hear. Hopefully the deck can kind of prove its worth here tonight.
Yeah. And then we do have tonight, looking at the top decks, technically Gardevoir is at 21, but it's split between the Gardevoir Jellicent and Gardevoir. Then you come into Charizard Pidgeot, Dragapult Duskmar, and then Mega Absol Box, which is definitely one of the decks we both talked about ahead of time that we want to see tonight. So if you're a Mega Absol player, jump on stream, tell us, we will come, we want to watch. Show us why the deck is worth playing.
We're all about the Mega Absol tonight, so get in here and give us a show.
Which your opponent may still be coming Brexen or Bray on there, because sometimes people take a little bit of time to sign to check in, and usually at worst we get 1 to 2 people.
But come on, let's go get some Pokemon going here. I'm excited. I want to see some action.
See, we do also have, well, okay, funny enough, I said we have Cal Connor, regional winner and last week's Tournament of Doom winner, but he's playing Gardevoir Jellicent versus Gardevoir, which is not a matchup I do not want to put anyone through tonight. It's hard enough putting Gardevoir Jellicent on with like a really good player. It's even harder in the mirror match.
I guess you can get away with that since this is your whole show and everything.
But I'm going to stay away from it right now. On other people who are streaming right now, we do have Bizquick with the Ceruledge Edge versus Conkeldurr, which is again weird pairing, but we'll take it. Bizquick has not given up on Ceruledge Edge. I think almost everyone else pretty much has.
Yeah, from being the number 1 most played deck at, I think it was Milwaukee, to almost like falling off entirely. I mean, the Ceruledge Edge hype burned out very, very fast.
We have 4 tonight, which is about the same as Toxic Box and Goldingo Lunatone.
I can't say that I'm a huge fan of Ceruledge Edge, having explored it further now, but I wouldn't be averse to watching it. And obviously, Goldango is going to be really exciting. I'm eager to see how many players choose to adopt the Mega Lopunny EX line. I think a 1/1 line of that is really, really strong in the deck going forward, and we'll see how many players agree with me. Looking at these lists, I see at least one with the Mega Lopunny. I also see a Mega Lucario variant still. Obviously, we saw that do pretty well at LAIC. Yes,
we did. I'm just trying to make sure our opponent is in there. Someone's asking on the tournament Discord. It says I'm not checked in. It gives me a button for late check-in, but I was checked in. They were waitlisted. That was what happened to people. And if you checked in and you still didn't get in, we had about 20 people not be able to get in. And that's the importance of signing up early.
Yeah, there are a lot of people who want to get into these events. So if you want to play, get in early.
There's no way we had that many inactive players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How do we have 8 inactives?
Your guess is as good as mine.
So we have, let's see who Pete's matching up against real quick, or Bizquick. Pete is Dragapult Duskmar. He's matching up against Charizard Pidgeot, or we do Ceruledge Edge versus Conkeldurr. That's the 2 we have set up really quick right now.
I would be averse to good old Dragapult versus Charizard, but whatever you want.
Table 3 it is then.
All right, and this game is ready to go.
And I will update all our nice fancy graphics with the new players, but the game is up, so we will be able to watch.
Okay, and immediately we see something interesting. Pete on Dragapult Duskmar with the Hyper Aroma as their ace spec of choice. That's an ace spec I don't think I've seen at all, honestly, since like NAIC 2024. And seeing it in Dragapult is pretty interesting. I've seen a few Dragapult players in the past kind of like say, I don't think we need the Neo Upper Energy. I think we have a little bit of breathing room. And it's cool to see the players who do believe that, what they choose to prioritize instead.
Yeah, and I know Pete's been messing around with different ace specs because he's just said like kind of where you're going. I'm like, do I really need the Neo upper? Is there if I'm attaching energy every turn, as long as I keep that up, can I use something else?
See, I personally think the Neo upper is pretty good. I think that it just gives your opponent a bit of a disincentive to just target down your energy all the time, because you can always punish them with a Dragon Bolt attacking out of nowhere. Same reason I kind of like having a rare candy or two in the list.
Oh, I love the rare candy in Dragapult. Like the people might go after something, think they're set, rare candy, get better set up, but in return you usually have to cut your stadiums.
Yeah, it's always a delicate balancing act for the deck. And soon going forward, I don't even know if cutting stadiums is going to be an option. But over to our Charizard player, and they're off to a good start too. They already have double Charmander, a Pidgey, and a Duskull, followed up by that Lily's Determination for a fresh 8 cards. And a nice little Joust for good measure. And we are about to see some Dracloak. Unfortunately, the Hyper Roam is not exactly ideal here. Only 2 Dreepy in play, and there's already a Dracloak. So I have to imagine we're going to be seeing that ace spec saved for a later turn. We could see a Dragon Ball this turn. We have a rare candy and an energy. Yeah, okay. I don't hate it. Always feels weird pitching an ace spec to an Ultra Ball, but when you get a turn 2 Phantom Dive against the Charizard deck, I feel like it's worth it.
I'm sorry. I was caught in Judge Call.
That's okay. I'll talk all day.
Yeah.
I did talk all weekend. Thank goodness.
Okay. Well, hey, we got a Recon Directive going. Also, yeah, Hockey Dude and Day Camp, thank you for the tier 1 subs. Well,
right, Recon Directive eyeing up a boss's orders. Oh, goodness. That could be a violent turn. We could see a Phantom Dive on whatever Pokemon that Pete wants to target.
I think the hardest option Pete had there was the choice between, do I take the Hawlucha and take, maybe take out both Charizards, but then you couldn't boss it up. You're just taking out the Klefki.
Right, exactly. There's no way to knock out two Charmander. But I like this. I think they're probably going to go for the Pidgey as well. And I like taking out the Duskull. I like kind of cutting off the Charizard deck of its tricks. Yep, I like this a lot. Deny them access to Pidgeot because deck struggles without it, and just make sure they don't have access to Cursive Blast. And that is a fantastic turn 2 from a Dragon Ball player. There's not really a lot that Charizard can do from against a turn 2 Phantom Dive.
Now, surprisingly, this is the other thing Pete has played, we've seen, is the Penny.
Yeah, that's kind of a throwback.
Yes. And I don't remember what Pete said about why he was playing it, but I believe it was he wasn't getting a lot of value out of Turo, but he was getting more value out of the Penny.
It must be a question of conserving some of those things attached to the Pokemon.
I think also it might be a little bit easier getting like your bears out of the active, maybe.
Oh, I mean, for as far as moving Pokemon goes, Turo does the same thing. But if you have energy on a basic and you just want to get that out of there, yeah, I can see the value of Penny.
Yeah.
All right, so back to Pete. Recon Directive, eyeing up an Iono. That's a pretty good place to be here. And I mean, I don't even know what you do here for Charizard, because I mean, Pete's just coming in so fast. Going to be up 4 prizes at the end of this turn. Gonna, I'm sure, take down Pidgey again. And then it's just like, I mean, Pete's already got a backup Dragapult EX. Oh my goodness.
Oh, we're just going to hold the Iono.
I'm
not against it.
I don't know how I feel about that. Well, it's just, I'd rather dig through the deck a little bit, maybe thin a bit more, get a couple more basics established if need be. The Iono is not very good as a draw card now that you take 2 more prize cards.
Yeah, that is correct. It's just completely useless now. Well, not useless, not as effective. This is guess the word I'm looking for.
Underwhelming.
Yeah.
Underwhelming is a good word here. But okay, no hand disruption here out of our Charizard player. So, I mean, that's got to be a nice feeling if you're Pete. Now, we're probably going to see like a Charizard KOing a Dragapult. So that could be a challenge to face. But,
Nope.
you know, you're so far ahead, you can just kind of Phantom Dive the Charizard EX, even get KO'd in return, and then just manifest a Blood Moon or Saluna to close things out.
MJD TCG, thank you for the follow.
And there we go. Charizard EX hits the board, and there's that Infernal Rain. What a remarkable ability.
We have another. Oh, I know.
Costly.
Very. In the belt.
Here we go. This is going to be a big Burning Darkness. Boom. 350 damage. Of course, just the boss's orders would close out the game right here. All right, no boss's orders at the top. That's fine. Even though this Charizard's going to knock out 2 Dragapults in a row, I still think Pete's in a very, very strong position here.
I would like to see the Dawn play because then they could have easily grabbed Bear to finish out the game.
Yeah, I think I like that as well. That's the one thing that could be a problem here for Pete now, is if they are unable to get their follow-up play thrown together.
Yeah.
But, hey, going down to 1 prize card.
YouTube agrees. They should have got the Bear.
Yep, I definitely think grabbing the Blood Moon or Saluna here would have been the play. Kind of create that soft checkmate situation. I also wasn't a big fan of holding the INO that last turn. But okay. Back to Fari, our Charizard player, and they're just continuing to Arven. So basically what they need to do here is more or less fade a Blood Moon or Saluna EX for 1 more turn. Now, actually, they can do something a little bit better here, and they can get this active Charizard out of the way. Yep, there we go. Attack with a clean Charizard and force a little bit more out of Pete here.
Now, Pete can item lock. You can put them down to 2, but put themselves down to 1 does not feel that good either.
It doesn't feel that good, but at the very least, it's 1 card deeper into the deck. It's not like we're shuffling those back in the deck. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. You know, Jamming Tower, not exactly where you want to be. So we are in a precarious spot here. I would have been a lot happier with Pete's early aggression if, yeah, like we said, the Blood Moon or Saluna had been established. For goodness, at least the Pheasantipity EX to have access to more resources.
Let's see the pass.
So they're prioritizing having the Budew as a free retreat pivot here over the item block, which admittedly doesn't do a whole lot in the situation. Okay, this game state was simplified very, very quickly.
Yep.
Now it's just a couple big Charizard slamming away. Well, there's a boss's orders. Imagine if there had been a Blood Moon or Saluna EX on the bench.
Would have been game. Would have been everything.
But unfortunately, this is also going to be game just in the opposite direction. there's nothing now Pete can do to prevent the Burning Darkness for KO next turn. And they definitely recognize this. And there we go. That is the game. A really, really fast Dragapult EX. Put on a ton of pressure, but they didn't get quite enough follow-up established on the board. And they were eventually overrun by those Charizard that just get bigger and bigger as the game goes on.
All right. I want to bring this up real quick because trying to be transparent in judge calls. Just make sure whatever you submit, and if you change the list, make sure it clicks save, and then the thing beside it shows you the new list. Because we had let's actually jump back to the casting desk. What I'm trying to bring up is like we have a judge call right now where someone played a whole different list, and they said they swore they changed it, which they might have attempted to. I can't say yes or no if they did, but at this point I can't change their list. But it sucks, and like you wanted to play a list, but it's one of those things to make sure that when you update your list, you click the save, and then you watch on the side of it that it saves the new list that you wanted. So with that, let's go ahead and start looking at some more of our metagame here. You have a 1-0. Okay, Alakazam Dun Sparse. Is it better now?
But because of Dawn?
With Dawn, does it?
I mean, better, probably. But good enough is a tough call. It's a very, very cool deck that can draw a lot of cards and do some good things, but it has kind of failed to put up notable results on the big stage.
Yeah, which is seeing a lot more play right now in general with the online scene. But yeah, like it wants to sit there and be like Battle Cage is so great, but most people can kind of play around it.
Yeah, Battle Cage is tricky. It's historically kind of difficult for a passive stadium like that to have as big an impact as you'd want.
Yeah, I still put it into my playables after I opened up all the Phantasmal Flames I got from TPCI #gifted. I put all that. I got like 6 Dawns. And I'm like, do I really need 6? But
yeah,
I did.
You need it for multiple decks, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. But yeah, Battle Cage. Just I still put it in there. I still like, you know what? This might see play. It might be better rotation. Might not be. And I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
Yeah, it's definitely a card at least worth keeping an eye on. It's a powerful effect. It's probably not going to do everything that people hope it'll do, but it's sort of card where you can like slam it late game, combine it with an INO, and then maybe sometimes your opponent will just need like one piece too many to do their thing. And I mean, forcing a stadium war can also be a viable strategy. I think 4 Battle Cage here is not a bad place to be.
No. See if there's any other good. Oh, we have a Ethan's McCargo. Oh, 01. I was like, oh, yeah, it's in the 1-0s? No, it's in the 01s. Tragedy. Couple Enzorarks in the 1-0s. We have a Terrabox at 1-0. Did Terrabox get anything?
I saw one of our Evolutions regulars brought Evolutions once again. I don't know if they finished their round yet. It looks like they have not yet. I'm always down to watch some Evolutions gameplay, though.
I am back on the fence of like, do I want to play it or not? Mostly because I hate like Marnie's Grimmsnarl, and when I put Evolutions against Marnie's Grimmsnarl, it became
very hard matchup for Grimmsnarl.
Yeah, I'm like, it's become personal with me and Marnie's Grimmsnarl. 2 of my 3 losses in Vegas was to Marnie's Grimmsnarl. The last one was Terrabox, who sold out super hard to Waterpawn. It worked game 1. It didn't work very well for them game 2. And game 3 came down to them finding out boss's orders, which they did.
I mean, Marnie's Grimmsnarl, it has a little bit of steam behind it right now. Coming off of a win at LASC in juniors, really fantastic play from our juniors LASC champion. I'm not sure if you saw that match, but I was really, really impressed by that player.
I do need to go back and watch it. I did watch by the time I was able to watch, it was the Masters finals was already up. I usually try to watch the juniors. Seniors, not as much, nothing against them. But I find like the juniors come up with some more creative plays that you're not going to see. Like, he's just like, wow, what are they even doing? Then they come up with something like, oh, wow. Okay, like it's just having that I wouldn't say rookie luck, but it's like you're watching someone who's experienced in a different way. Whereas in seniors, feels like they're a little bit more meta stuck. And then masters, like this, usually just like some really good play to it.
I don't know. I feel like lately the juniors have been playing as well as like most of the masters. Those top level juniors are really formidable.
Yeah. Well, I know we have 2 of them up here. So our younger divisions have been insane up here in Seattle. They've been like, I remember getting back into the game, and a lot of them were just like just starting like 7, 8 years old. Now they're some of them are up in seniors division and stuff like that, and they're little card sharks. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, it's remarkable just how good these young players get so quickly.
Let's see. Ooh, we do have a Rockets Mewtwo making an appearance at 1-0 right now.
At 1-0, all right.
Beating Charizard Pidgeot, I can see that. You got the grass type Rockets Mewtwo, the Rockets Spot Ops. So that will take care of it. We are currently waiting on 4 games as it is. We do have a 1-0 Ethan's Typhlosion that's still out there. Kangaskhan Bouffalant. I just no idea about this deck. It's so simple, but the Jumbo Ice Cream.
Yeah, Jumbo Ice Cream is a really interesting card. I'm kind of eyeing it up a little bit for the Mega Absol Mega Kangaskhan deck as well. Just an Arvin for 80 healing out of nowhere is pretty cool. And this deck with the Bouffalant wall and then 4 Jumbo Ice Cream, that seems really hard for a lot of decks to punch through.
Yeah, because like some decks, like let's say Dragapult. Dragapult's hitting what, 140? Yeah, 140, and maybe it spreads damage, maybe. And then you could Jumbo Ice Cream, and then like, okay, now you took it down to 70, and then they might Monkey Dory you after that. And it's just like they've negated the entirety of the damage you just put out there.
Yeah, literally 2 Monkey Dory plus a Jumbo Ice Cream with Bouffalant in play can completely wipe away an entire Phantom Dive, at least to an active.
Right.
That's pretty wild.
And then you could also possibly wipe away damage you've done from a Gardevoir. Because a lot of Gardevoirs aren't playing the super heavy hitters, even though they are playing the new Mega Diancie. But Mega Diancie's 240 for 2 energy discard. Kind of all right.
I'm curious if this will change for Gardevoir after the LASC results. Pedro Pertusi was running the Jellicent Gardevoir with that Drifloon in there. So both the disruption of the Jellicent and the hard-hitting capacity of the Drifloon.
I personally was playing with the Balloon before. With the like it's essentially this list here, except I think I'm running 2 Charms, no Evos now, and I'm running the 2-1-2 line. Just trying that out. Where it's like kind Gardevoirs are kind of getting really thin on the Gardevoir line now.
Yep, get ready. 101 Gardevoir lines incoming.
Hey, it might happen. Cornerstone laughs at this deck. Yes, that's actually what happened on Friday. And also, Comrade Barney, thank you for the follow.
Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX is not real and it can't hurt you, except when it does, and then it really, really hurts you.
Let's see. I'll show you what happened last Friday in Top Cut. We had this match here: Rhubarb versus Sung-Young Lee. Rhubarb plays a Cornerstone. He starts game 1 and put the Cornerstone in play. His opponent scooped and just gave him game 2.
Oh no!
Because they had.
I gotta sing the Doom song now.
0 outs. See, they were playing the Joltik of all things too.
Oh, that's interesting.
This list was fun.
That's kind of spicy.
Also, Jesse's 105, thank you for the tier 1 sub. Everyone who's subbed tonight, welcome back to Doomco. Today was Taco Tuesday. If you missed it, tomorrow is Burrito Wednesday, and then Thursday is Turkey Day. So remember that. Well, yeah,
whole week planned out then.
Oh yeah, all the time. My youngest usually likes just like having hamburgers for dinner. He just started mixing it up. He still wants a hamburger as part of the dinner, but he wants like mac and cheese hamburger, or he wants burritos. But he also, anytime he has like mac and cheese hamburger, he wraps it up in a tortilla.
We got an innovator here.
Oh yeah, he's all about the fusion. All right, update standings. Oh, our Slow King, our one-of Slow King player. I thought I just saw them. Well, we have a.
We also have the upcoming winner of this event, because I see there is a Monkey Dory Frostlass player here, and I know that deck loves to do well in these tournaments.
It does. Like, it does bad everywhere else. Except for here. And I have no idea.
Watch this space. There's going to be a Monkey Dory Frostlass Revolution coming at you soon.
Like, a part of me wants to play it, but then it's just like, no, I just can't. It's like me trying to play Control. It just doesn't happen. We have a straight Raging Bolt with Solrock Lunatone. And the Terapagos. Still trying to make that a thing.
Oh, look at that. Sandy Shock's Raging Bolt, like the old days.
Back in my day, my Raging Bolts played Sandy Shocks.
Well, I lately it seems like the new wave in Raging Bolt is to lean really, really hard into Crispin and make it more of a Terra deck with the Cornerstone Mask. I'm sorry, the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. We saw Diego Casaraga have a pretty good run at LASC with that strategy.
Yes, I remember seeing that. All right,
and
round.
It's good enough for a world champion. I mean,
this would be good enough for me, right? All right, round 2 is up. Let's find ourselves a match.
Excellent.
We could go back to, let's see, metagame. We want the Mega Absol box. Trash pulls. I think they can stream. Let me go find out.
All right, excellent.
They're up against Justin. It's actually a mirror. It's a mirror.
Oh no.
You up for the mirror?
I mean, why not? You want to see this deck? I want to see this deck. We're both about to see a lot of this deck.
All right, I'm reaching out to them, seeing if they can. If not, we do have the Mega Lopunny Dusknoir deck, and we can always grab someone like Cash and some other ones.
We do need to show the Mega Lopunny deck on stream at least once for the people.
Like, I want to also maybe see this Mega Charizard X at some point.
Yeah, not a lot of hype surrounding that deck, despite the Charizard of it all. But it would be cool to see if it can do some work.
I just want to know how it functions. That's what I want. I just want to see if they're able to use it. Like, look, it's got the Rush Ram with Burning Flare.
That's really, really interesting.
One of them says he can. I just need the Discord link because I'm always forgetting what that is. It will not let me copy the text. Oh, what? All right, so Justin All Day says they can, so we'll see if we can get them, and we will have from that side.
Perfect.
As long as they get set up, we'll be fine. And again, for everyone here, I will be saying this all night. We have increased our delay to 30 seconds because we had some players asking for it. So if it seems like we're talking to you really late or saying, hi, welcome back really late or something like that, that's why.
We're coming at you from the future or the past.
Technically almost the past.
Yeah, it's a weird dynamic. It's fine. Trying to think about it too hard.
All right, it looks like they're on table 2, so I'll see you there.
Okay. And this game is already well underway.
Here we go. So we do see
So
we do see the Yveltal on one side.
Oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
Justin on the bottom, Trash Pulls on the top, and taking a peek at the lists, they are a little bit different. I see Trash Pulls is running something a little bit spicy. They have that Golduck in there.
Right. They ran that on Friday. That's why I recognized the name. And I was like, I saw they were able to stream. That's why I thought they would be able to stream now. But we have the other side. The Golduck was pretty spicy.
Yeah, I mean, basically, did it ever attack, or is it just there for damp with more HP?
When I asked them about it, they said it was more like damp with more HP.
They have some other interesting text though as well. They have the Airy in there. They have a 0-6 Machinations and a Crispin. So that's kind of cool.
Those are like your
Trash Pulls.
those two cards are like your number 1 Goldango hater cards.
Well, I feel like Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon might be V-Way, but now with the Megalopony in the mix, it's a little bit less good. But okay, Trash Pulls has everything they need for a good turn 1. Arven for Precious Trolley and that Technical Machine Turbo Energize. All they need is an energy, and they are doing the thing. All they need is an energy? Okay, good. There we go. We got there.
All right, so we will see the Turbo Energize. Oh, this is a new bug. Have you noticed that some of the EXs on your opponent's bench will actually be slightly faded?
Yeah, I see that. Latias and Petrant look a little bit sleepy.
Yeah, I'm going to make sure to screenshot this so I can report this to the people I can report to.
And back on over now to Justin, and their hand is not very good, unfortunately. They don't get to get more energy into play. They have no way to draw more cards, no out to that Mega Kangaskhan. So, kind of just in a holding pattern right now. None of the cards in their hand do a whole lot. I feel like here your best course of action is to retreat to the Yveltal, sacrifice it to your opponent's Mega Absol just to get Fezandipity online. Of course, to do that, you have to prematurely bench the Fezandipity and put it at the mercy of your opponent, but I think it might be worth it. I don't think promoting the Latias is the line, though.
No. That feels...
Yeah. I mean, like, you give up 2 prizes. I guess the thought process is you still try to force your opponent to KO 2 Megas, so maybe it's worth it.
Yeah, make them play an 8-prize game instead of a 6 or 7.
I mean, the extra HP is going to do nothing thanks to the Darkness weakness. I feel like you just are supposed to sacrifice Yveltal there. But okay, back to trash pulls, and they have that Crispin. So I don't hate the Crispin in this deck.
No,
I haven't played it, but one of the when I've been kind of practicing this deck, one of the problems is after the Turbo Energize, you need to kind of keep hitting the energy to make sure you keep your tempo up, and Crispin really really helps with that. And here we have both a Monkey Dory and an Absol powered up in one turn. That wouldn't have happened without Crispin.
hey Daycamp, if you're still in chat, can you explain why you put Crispin in your deck? Because if you look,
I'd love to hear perspective.
Yeah, because if you look it up, he has Crispin in his 9th place Vegas deck, playing this Absol box.
No, I mean it seems good.
Yeah, I don't remember why, because I'm sitting here, I'm like, you told me why. But also, I was going to go sell a bunch of cards right after that, so got a little caught up with the money.
Understandable, happens to the best of us. And there we go, Claw of Darkness, knocking out that Latias EX. And what did it rip out of the hand? Did we see?
The Pheasantipity.
Oh, they didn't bench the Pheasantipity? I thought they were benching it.
Nope, they had not benched the Pheasantipity yet.
Oh, that's really unfortunate. They were like kind of considering benching it, I guess, and they opted not to.
I'm guessing they did. I'm
That's
not.
a real bummer.
Like, I'm not sure why you wouldn't there.
No, I agree. I the Absol's coming. I mean, they got bailed out a little bit by the Arven off the top, but it's maybe too little, too late. The opponent has so many cards, already have 2 prizes. Absol coming in hot. I'm not super sure how you get out of the situation.
Oh, we're gonna see a couple more cards here. Still no energy.
Yeah, unfortunately, put that Bravery Charm on the Absol prematurely, and now it's unable to wear the Tech Machine Turbo Energize. Kind of nothing coming up just in here. I'm kind of partial right now to the variant of Mega Absol that Daichi Shimada played at LAIC to a top 16 finish that runs the Frillish and a couple of Airy. That's a pretty cool way to attack the Goldango decks.
We do see a retreat into the Kangaskhan here. Again, 2 more with the Run Errand.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the big things that makes this deck so good. You have this little package between the Kangaskhan, the Latias EX, and the Peachrunt EX, where every turn you can retreat to the Kangaskhan, draw 2 more cards, and then Peachrunt and put your Mega Absol back in the active position. This is just a revolving door of card draw is really, really nice. And it does involve poisoning your Mega Absol, but a lot of the time that just steals your own Monkey Door anyway. Oh my goodness. We are about to see even more violence. Now, this is not going to be a knockout, thanks to the Lively Stadium.
No, they moved.
But still,
they moved 20 damage. It's now a knockout.
Oh, you're right. You're right. 100%. It's 220 HP. I always forget that Peachrunt's HP is just 190. I said it right there on the screen, but I don't know why I didn't internalize it. So yeah, okay, it is knockout. And finally an energy drawn, but I mean, uh-oh.
Clutch isn't going to do much.
No, it's not.
This feels like a desperation move.
Yeah, I agree. Because the Peachrunt DX is just going to slide that Mega Absol right back in the active spot.
There it goes. You give 2 free cards there, and then a nice, easy bring up. They're going to be able to get that. They're going to be able to take the KO and discard 2, not 2, 1. Sorry, take that. Be down to 1 prize. Discard 1.
Yep, and just everything coming up trash pulls here. There we go. That energy switch, repurposing the energy that was sitting on the Yveltal, Mega Kangaskhan, getting powered up, but I think this one Mega Absol is going to carry. Really unfortunate that Justin just kind of had some bad breaks in this game. It's really hard to play this deck sometimes if you don't have access to a Turbo Energize, especially in a mirror match when your opponent does. Just kind of got buried by your opponent's just wall of tempo.
Kind of penny.
You know, it's such a shame that we can't even do anything like a terminal period to take out this Mega Absol EX in the active position. Just not enough things working out. And all we need is the boss's orders in this 16 card hand.
Which
and
they
yet,
have.
there it is. They always have it. They run so many copies of boss's orders. Pardon my hiccup.
Oh, no worries.
And there we go. Lots and lots of Claws of Darkness. And that's the game.
That will be that. We pretty much saw both sides of Absol here. We saw the side where the deck functions and does what it wants to do, and then the side where they can't find an energy or Turbo Energize to save their life. So let me see.
Maybe we can get a different game going on later to see the deck in a different matchup.
Exactly. Let me see. Bizquicks up against Terrabox, and they are still playing. Let me see what table they're at, because Bray's already finished. Table 5. See where this game's at, and at least get a game up so we're not sitting here waiting too long.
All right, we are in the middle of things here. Cerule Edge EX versus Terra. And I don't know exactly where we're at, but that's a lot of that's not a lot of cards left in the deck for Cerule Edge, which usually means they have a fair few energy cards in that discard pile.
And we know Bizquick is the #1 fan of Cerule Edge. Like, if he was in chat, he would 100% be coming in here doing the, if Cerule Edge has one fan, I'm it.
And well, maybe this is the night that they can put on a bit of a show for Cerule Edge. Defend Cerule Edge's honor.
Now, I like Cerule Edge as a Pokemon, the design and everything. I hate trying to shiny hunt it.
That's not an experience I've had personally. What makes it so bad?
The only part that changes is his eyes.
Oh no!
So there's no other color difference, and it's only Charcadet. You can only find Charcadet. So Charcadet's already small as it was, and then on top of it, you got to find that. So it's got red eyes normally. I believe the shiny's blue-eyed. So it's at least 2 people. Also, how you doing, Logan? Didn't get a chance to. And a reminder for everyone, we are on 30-second delay. It's a new extended delay, just so you know if it seems like we're responding really late to you.
Right, so our Terra player is really thinking here.
I wonder what they think they're going to do, what they're attempting to do, because the Teal Mask isn't going to do anything.
You know, it's a shame that they didn't seem to have the cards for it, because I have to imagine that Pikachu EX is very, very strong against Cerule Edge. Topaz Bolt one-shots a Cerule Edge EX, and then you don't get KO'd in return thanks to the ability. Thanks to the Resolute Heart ability. I have 2 Pikachu EX sitting on my desk. I should know what the ability is called.
Which we do have. There's a new art for Pikachu EX with Ascended Heroes.
Oh goodness, I haven't seen that one yet.
Let me see if I can find it and I'll message it to you. want to say Twan had it, but it might be on Pokey Beach. Probably on Pokey Beach, to be honest. Yeah, it's just the first article on Pokey Beach. It's on there. It shows a whole bunch of the new secret rares.
Are you sending that my way? The picture?
Yeah, I'm grabbing it right now.
All right. Well, we saw an attack from the Terapagos EX into the Cerulege EX, and then Bisquick responded with a boss's orders on the Pheasantipity EX, and it took that thing out with Cerulege.
It looks like Bisquick's in a very dominating position here now, because if they come up with the Terapagos, he's got to back up Cerulege. Like, I'm trying to think what their out would be here.
Yeah, I feel like this is pretty much wrapped up here for Bisquick, so I'll be interested to see if Golden Beach has a response. Also, I'm looking at that Pikachu, and honestly, I like the colors, but it doesn't totally move me. I'm sure it will nevertheless be $1 million.
It's James Turner drew it. Who's back? He was one of the few American designers for Game Freak. He's out.
I don't know that I know who that is.
The other cards he's illustrated is the Dusknoir line, the illustrated rare Dusknoir line.
Okay.
Yeah, Pokemon I know he's designed was like Klefki, and I think On Edge was another one.
Fair enough. All right, Crispin and Energy Switch. I wonder what that will help us do.
You know what? Pikachu EX could be a viable attacker.
Yeah.
But what we know, them sitting on the boss's orders, it won't matter. But still give them hope.
All right, so what would a Pikachu EX need in order to attack? Energy plus Energy Switch plus Sparkling Crystal?
Yeah, that would be the three things it needs. Oh, we see a water pond.
Instead, a Wellspring Mask Ogerpon EX.
And then the
and
concession.
Just a concession. Okay.
All right.
Well, Cerulege takes down Terra.
Makes me sad. Oh. This time Pete beat the Charizard Pidgeots. All right, I will meet you back at the casting desk. And then I'll make sure to share the screen. There we go.
Welcome back. I missed you.
It was hard walk. So hard.
I know.
Tired.
Well, you're being very brave today, and I'm proud of you.
Thank you. It was tough. Very tough. So we do have a Mega
Lopunny. Mega Lopunny is currently 2-0.
They beat Gardevoir Jellicent. He did say he had a good game. It was like masterful. So it did finish quickly. So if we had it, we would have still been jumping around. But still, the fact that it had a good game, it's a good sign. Good sign. Maybe we'll get it on next. What else? We did see Trash Pulls we already knew. We have a Mega Venusaur at 2-0.
And I believe the last time I was on this channel, Mega Venusaur won the whole tournament.
Yes, they did. I also played against a Mega Venusaur in Vegas. Probably the most fun game I had that whole weekend.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And what did you end up playing in Vegas? I forget.
Dragapult Dusknoir.
Okay.
I did beat the Mega Venusaur, but it was just a lot of fun. Like, it turned out we're both Fuecoco fans. And then when you meet another Fuecoco fan, it just becomes a friendly no matter what. Like I felt bad knocking them out of the tournament. Like I was trying to keep myself in, but at the same time though, fun game. I made fun of like jungle dumping. Who doesn't love saying jungle dumping or jungle dump?
I mean, that's half the reason to play Mega Venusaur, right? That's a deck for all the real jungle dumpers out there.
Whatever happened to that Mega Venusaur account out there? Like it went silent pretty quick.
There's only so many ways you can make the same one jungle dump joke, I think.
Yeah. But here, actually, I can pull up some more of the talking about new cards coming. This is all the new ones that have been found.
That is a lot of cards. I'm pretty excited about the new Dreepy and Dracloak.
Yes, both drawn by Jerky, who did the Dragapult. So it is a very nice.
Who did the what now?
The Dragapult, but it looks like it's the Pope because it's got the hat thing on.
Do people call it Dragapult?
I do. Some of my friends do.
See.
We call it the Dragapult. I played against a guy playing 3 of them.
I'm learning so many things today.
So many say Jungle Dump. But same artist. He drew the Dragapult Illustrator Rare, and he drew these 2 as well. Which has got a really interesting, fun style.
Yeah, and not only is it the same person, but the art style is consistent with the Dragapult, which I like.
Yes, because you'll have artists like I'm one of them. Like you can switch art styles so quickly, and this is one of the things like I've talked about. Like,
oh, is that a full art Budew I see?
Wait.
Scroll up a little bit.
Oh,
look at that.
Yeah, I'm going to be getting that.
That's a little cutie right there.
It reminds me a little bit like the full art Cleffa, where it's got this like really nice little scene with it, where it isn't overwhelming. Like it really gives that small sense of how small Budew is. Budews aren't big,
a teeny tiny little baby. Yeah,
just like Cleffa. And so like giving it like the full art, but it's not taking up the whole thing. Like here with Psyduck, makes it gives a good sense of scale to it. Which I think the artist actually released the version without the text already.
Oh wow, I love when artists do that.
Yeah, that was great. Ooh, new Snorunt. Love me some Snowrunts.
Unfortunately for me, all these cards are coming out after I said, okay, well this year I should try to do lower rarity for all my 2026 decks, but they're making it hard.
Very. Like I'm sitting here like I'm like, man, now I need that Budew. I might need to get a hold of like the Mega Gengar here with the Void Gale, just because it's Mega Gengar. I'll probably go after the Japanese version, but it's probably going to be over expensive anyways. And then,
yeah, I think I might struggle to go low rarities and stuff. So I'm just going to hope that like Charizard doesn't become a good deck. And oh, there it is, the card that I've been demanding for so long, Marnie's Grimmsnarl EX in beautiful full art at long last.
Finally.
This deck better still be good at Worlds next year. That's all I'm saying.
It could be. It might be. Who knows?
It better be.
Also, I've seen this full art Surfer.
Oh, I love him so much.
So good. And then on top of that, we have the new full art Pheasantipity.
Yeah, I adore that card. Oh my goodness.
And this Enzorark, going with the Art Deco background.
Yeah, I like the original special illustration or Enzorark more, I think.
I think that was pretty good. We got the Stevens Metagross, Mega Gengar. We've seen the new Mega Scrafty, Mega Dancy.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, a little simple, but I think you know what, it fits. Rockets Mewtwo. Oh man, I have a Giovanni collection, and the Rockets Giovanni Illustrator Rare is so harsh to get. It's like
$1 million, right?
About, give or take. It will be mine someday. Probably once the market crashes, I'll go out and pick it up. I sold so many tag team cards in Vegas. It paid for like my whole trip and more.
Oh goodness. I don't like to think about what those cards cost now.
My brother sold a Mega Wailord for not Mega Wailord and Magikarp. Sorry. It'd be cool if there was a Mega Wailord, don't get me wrong. For $900.
Look, man, I don't want to think about it. Killing me here.
It's brutal. Well, okay, Rockets Transceiver gets a 1. They gotta believe something with the Rockets, or something more is coming for Rockets, because I know we have the Doug Trio and stuff coming, and they've been giving the full art cards to like at least ones that are like index a bit, like Ultra Ball.
Yeah, that's a beautiful Ultra Ball. I want like all the items to have those nice full arts, especially because how cheap they are. Oh, Fan Rotom. Oh, hold up.
Yeah, the new Fan Rotom.
Oh, I like that. Oh, I'm just getting no mercy here. There's these absolutely beautiful cards. They already have so much of my money.
Oh man, there's
nothing I can do.
There's a Rockets Mimikyu. Oh man. All right, you know what? Someone mini burst in Twitch chat said Team Rockets Mega Mewtwo X. If that becomes a thing and it's good, we could see Rockets cards actually go up. All right, looked at enough arts. Let's see where everyone's here in the standings. Nothing's really changed, as we're just waiting out for 2 more matches.
Okay, well, we can keep chilling here and talking about how much we like pretty cards.
I know. I love pretty cards.
Me too.
Oh, wait. It looks like it just finished. Yeah, it says it just finished. Okay, then. Double check that. High completed matches. Yes, it is. There we go. Oh, yeah,
I'm going to send you a picture, too, because I after a whole weekend of LAIC, I picked up a few cards. There we go.
Oh, I am jealous of that.
Couldn't resist.
I don't blame you. Those are
Deck won me over with his charms.
I mean,
not the bravery charms, but you know.
Hey, bravery charms still good. All right,
yeah.
We've got Lopunny Dusknoir versus Gardevoir Jellicent.
Okay, I'm into it. That was the match they said was interesting, right?
Yeah. So let's go ahead and go to table 1. Yeah, and we will get it set up on our end.
All right, I hope you're ready for some Mega Lopunny EX action.
We have no idea how this deck works and how well it'll be.
I know how it works. I just don't know how what the Gardevoir Jellicent matchup's like.
I almost wonder if you're gonna want to use Dusknoir as much as you can. Hey, bravery charm's still good. All right, we've got. There we go. And here we go. It was from the guy's Discord stream. So just if you just right click and turn his stream volume down, it won't show up.
Let's do that. Good. I don't want to hear that at all.
Like if I wanted to hear my own voice, I turn monitor on, and I already hear my own voice as it is. So if I can't do it, like I've had people tell me like, "Yo, you should have your monitor on, so you can hear how like your levels and everything." And I try it, and it just doesn't work. I'm just like, I can't.
I pay money to not have to hear my own voice. I'm not doing it. Okay, so breaking things off, Mega Kangaskhan start with a Baneri on the bench versus a Frillish start. So already they know the item lock is coming fast.
So they are looking for anything to get that Mega Baneri. Or not Baneri, Lopunny. I keep calling it Baneri. I know it's not, it's Lopunny, but
well, Ultra Ball is a good start. Going for a Dust Skull. All right, so they're gonna. Oh, they have the Hilda though to get the Lopunny.
Yes.
Hilda plus Jet Energy. They kind of have everything they need, don't they? Hilda's such a cool card. I love all these supporters they've been printing lately. But if you are a Gardevoir player, there's not much that feels better than a turn 1 secret box.
Oh,
That kind of makes everything happen. That's a spicy secret box, pitching a rare candy and a Jellicent EX, but big things are coming. Right. This is an interesting new innovation that we've seen out of the Henry Chow camp. These Gardevoir Jellicent decks that are practically Jellicent decks first and foremost, with a thin Gardevoir line and the Latias EX to help ensure the turn 1 Oceanic Bloom. And, well, certainly Matthew's going to get that turn 1 Oceanic Bloom. They have the Frillish, they have the energy, and there we go. 20 damage plus that all-important item lock. But it is about to be Lopunny time. There we go. Run Errand, grabbing a couple of cards off the top of the deck. Another Dust Skull coming down. And Hilda going to get us the Mega Lopunny and the Enriching Energy. Ooh. That's an interesting ace-spec choice. But first, it is Jet Energy time. Jet Energy is going to switch that Mega Lopunny into the active, and it is time for a Gale Thrust.
bye, Jellicent.
Pretty cool attack.
Or Frillish. You know, I'm getting all my evolutions mixed up.
Yeah, you're just all over the place today. It's okay. Happens to me too all the time. You should have seen me on Championship Sunday. I was a mess, saying everything wrong.
I just want to say
All right.
Badoo again.
Mystery Garden. That was definitely one of the big techs of the whole weekend. Almost every single Gardevoir player I saw on stream played a Mystery Garden. The only one who I did not see play one actually was Sebastian Lashmet, who finished second place.
See that Dusknoir?
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty explosive turn, I think. And I think it's going to be an enriching energy turn, right?
I felt like they might be trying to go Jet Energy here.
Oh, just to get another Gale Thrust. I gotta say, the deck is making a compelling case so far. It is a fast and aggressive start.
Okay, so we do see the retreat into the Mega Kangaskhan. A few
So
more
we already went through
cards.
the Jet Energy. All right, Jet Energy moving in, Mega Lopunny into the active position. And then once again, about to have a Gale Thrust coming in. 60 damage, but the Pokemon has moved from the bench to the active this turn. 170 more damage.
I love attacks like Gale Thrust.
Yeah, I'm a long-time fan of Golisopod GX, so Mega Lopunny EX is a Pokemon after my own heart.
Brings me back to Galesiopod, like you were saying. Also brings me back to Rapid Strike or Shifu.
Yeah, that's another one for sure. I was not as much of a Rapid Strike Urshifu fan, but I get it. I see the appeal. And okay. Rescue Stretcher grabbing back that Frillish. Looking to re-establish the item lock. Hoping for an opportunity to catch the Mega Lopunny player a little bit uneven and unable to KO this 80 HP Pokemon. Meanwhile, they're struggling to get evolutions down for their Ralts. So, item lock is maybe the most powerful thing they can do right now. So back on over to our Mega Lopunny player. And yeah, the Matthews play worked. They successfully bought themselves a turn.
And then right back into another Iono.
You know, eventually they think one of those is going to stick. But are they going to find a way to, okay, maybe this is going to get them a little bit closer to that Gardevoir. Oh, but it's just a Kirlia. Another turn of waiting. There we go. Oceanic Gloom once again. This looks familiar. Didn't they get Iono'd into a Lily's Determination last time too?
Yes.
All right, Lily's Determination. Fresh hand of 6, and an Enriching Energy is really, really good here. And
what does the second attack do?
the second attack is basically a shred. It does, I don't remember what the damage is. It does 160 damage and ignores all effects on the defending Pokemon.
A shred. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. So this is why the Mega Lopunny is being kind of propped up as the new tech for the Goldango EX deck, because it not only gets through Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, since it doesn't have an ability, but it also gets through Crustle.
Right, which Lucario couldn't do.
Right, exactly. So it's a big step up in that regard. The potential trade-off is that it doesn't play as nicely with the fighting engine that the deck's been kind of enjoying. Okay. This might be the moment of truth here. Our Mega Lopunny player has one prize card remaining, but Matthew finally has Gardevoir EX in play, Mega Diancie, a Munkidori. They're going to make their stand here.
So they will be hitting 270, which will put them about 10 short for a KO here. And that's including the Munkidori move.
Not ideal. Obviously, it'd be great to take all of the energy off of Bray's board, but the upside here is that they can clean up that damage, or clean up that Mega Lopunny later with a Munkidori, so it's not the end of the world. So it's just a question of whether Bray can find a way to close out the game here. It could Hilda for another Jet Energy. It could potentially retreat into the Mega Kangaskhan, run errand first. Looks like that's probably what they're going to be going for. Try to dig for something a little bit better. All right, a Night Stretcher. They don't have a Pheasantipity in their discard pile, I don't believe. Goodness, that's a 4/2/4 Dusknoir line. Rare Candy Dusknoir feels pretty good. I can't lie.
Oh, it feels amazing.
There we go. Hilda for Jet Energy and a... Nothing. Okay, just grabbing the Jet.
I think putting the damage out there is probably the right move, considering I don't see a way for them to win.
Yeah, I don't think they can win this game, but I also don't think they can lose the game as long as they don't bench like a Duskull, and they did correctly avoid doing that. One thing that's a little concerning, they have burned through 3 Jet Energy at least, maybe 4. So they're pretty low on energy. The deck only runs 5 energy cards, 4 jet, and then enriching. So, it's enough if you're careful, but they just have to make sure that they are careful. Don't run out of those energy.
Don't bench that. Don't bench it.
Oh my goodness. No way. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh no.
They've given Matthew a way to win the game. Now it's just a matter of okay. Maybe they're banking on it being too hard to pull that off, since Matthew would have to find a way to clear up a bench space. They're saying, okay, so right now I guess the win condition is double Monkey Dory plus Counter Catcher. That's probably the most likely win condition here.
Yeah.
There's an INO.
So they get at least four new cards.
All right, so Counter Catcher in those 4. That's the big question here. They're not slamming it, which makes me think they probably don't have it. If I had it, I would slam it. Okay, instead going for that Lopunny, Mega Lopunny. So the Duskull Gambit paid off. They are safe now. But if Bray doesn't find something pretty good right away, a way to get this Duskull out of harm's way, game's already kind of sitting on board here for Matthew. All they have to do is move a couple damage counters off of this Mega Diancie onto the Duskull next turn, and that'll be that. So I have to imagine that we're going to be seeing a retreat into a Miracle Force here.
They're going to Garland Ray.
No.
Which...
I don't like that very much. This is a Pokemon that has 80 HP remaining. Well, is that... No, it's not even enough to win the game. Never mind. Yeah, Bray's going to be forced to retreat this Megalopin to get out of harm's way now.
If you have at least another Jet Energy in deck.
Jet Energy's game. Nope. Okay, well, they lose then.
Yeah, they're going to get 30-30'd.
Yep, Duskull's going to cost them a game. Doesn't matter what they do. Matthew does not have to attack anymore. Matthew could even get spicy with it and put the 60 damage on the Mega Lopunny and take, quote-unquote, 3 more prizes. Oh, that's a bit of a visual glitch there, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I definitely think they changed something with how it renders, and that's why we're getting so many visual errors now.
Never a dull moment with Pokemon Trading Card Game Live. Okay, so I think Bray is just looking and seeing, do they have any way out of this? And I believe the answer is no. I don't think there's anything they can do to prevent Matthew from winning the game next turn.
At this point, they're just shuffling the deck chairs on the Titanic.
Exactly. Their win condition is Matthew messing something up. All right, that's a pass, and fingers crossed that Matthew makes a mistake. Drenabrain number 1. I don't think Matthew's going to mess this one up. 30 onto the Duskull. Drenabrain number 2. Here we go. Moment of truth. 30 on the Duskull, and that is it. Mega Lopunny Dusknoir got off to an explosive start, but unfortunately, the back-to-back INOs kind of stuck them with a bad hand, and their opponent was able to get reestablished. And a crucial mistake, putting a Duskull in play with Artizone, really came back to bite them.
Yep.
Gardevoir Jellicent takes the win.
I would love to see that Duskull not take the bench, but I think this is the issue around with Omega Lopunny that we've seen is that if it can't find the item for the Jet Energy, it just can't hit hard enough.
Honestly, though, the Duskull didn't actually end up mattering. Had the Duskull not been on the bench, Matthew still had the win with the off the Mega Lopunny with the 270 on it. 60 damage KO'd that just the same. So,
well, we'll see if they bounce back next round. So we'll go ahead and go to the casting desk. And I will go over some of the decks that are doing well here. We had a 2-0 drop. Oh wow. That's a first. It's also drop inactive players because for some reason we actually have inactive players. The Iono back to back didn't help. Currently, we have 3 Charizard Pidgeots right now at 3-0. We do have a 3-0 Raging Bolt. We have a 3-0 Dragon Bolt Dusknoir, a couple Gardevoir Jellicents, Buffaloant Kangaskhan. This deck, I just no idea about it. Like, is it good? Is it bad? Someday I'll figure it out. Someday. Is that day today? Probably not. What else is doing well? We see. Ethan Typhlosion is 2-1 currently as we are watching games finish up. Yes, the ice cream. The ice cream. Oh, no one wants some ice cream. We don't have any ice cream at home. We went and bought a bunch of pretzels. So we do have a Swirl Edge at 2-1. Obviously, the Mega Lopunny at 2-1 right now. And Zoroark 2-1. 2-0. Waiting on the game to finish. Mega Absol Box coming at 2-1. Terrabox Cash coming in 2-0 currently with the Charizard Pidgeots. Emmy Element 2-0 with the Zoroark. Digital Logic 2-0 with the Slowking, and they are currently playing against Callie Moore and their Gardevoir Jellicent deck. Right, Logan, we were talking about that earlier, that you could effectively heal depending on how many Adrenaline Brains you have. You can effectively heal that entire Kangaskhan every turn, depending on what you're playing against. Ooh, we do have here a Hydreigon with a Mega Sharpedo. But I'm sitting here, I'm trying to figure out how this works. Is it? Oh, they're trying to use Grimsley. Okay. They're either doing. They are 100% either starting Terapagos or Cinderace. That's 5 different Pokemon you can start with, and then they're trying to find the Grimsleys. Playing the Roto Stick. Ooh, okay. Looking Roto Stick there. Kind of like a multi-poke gear if you can get multiple off the 4. Academy at Night. Oh man. Okay. I see what this deck's trying to do. Yeah, you're trying to do that. Like I see definitely what it's trying to do here. Like I was wondering what it was because like I'm used to seeing the Tatsugiri. Oh, right. The deduction kit. So you're making sure you're seeing what's there. Okay. I kind of like this. Might see it. Right. Well, I think the reason why they're running the Terapagos is because of Prism Charge. So at worst, they get attached to it, and then they get go and put all the energy they want on their Terra Pokemon, but not the Sharpedo. Which I remember Greninja Break running the Talonflame that had that same ability. But it also, I'm trying to remember, it had like you could search any card you wanted out of it. Okay, we are waiting on. Oh, we still actually got quite a few matches. We still got about 10. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, 9. 9 matches. So we're seeing things starting to finish up. Let's see if some of these pairings. There's anybody we have streaming. Nope, nothing there. So, did you see that Hydreigon deck I was just talking about?
I did not see the Hydreigon deck.
It is starting either Terapagos here or Cinderace. And it's trying to use Grimsley's move to put in Hydreigon, Farigiraf, Sharpedo, even the Crocodile onto the bench by skipping its evolution entirely.
Huh. That's kind of a spicy deck there.
It's currently 2-1. Evan, we did look at your bolt list earlier. But this Terapagos with Prism Charge. Search your deck for up to 3 basic energy cards of different types and attach them to your Terra.
That's a really kind of an innovative deck. It's really cool seeing that that Cinderace doing something.
Right?
You know, obviously we had the back in the day we had the Talonflame from Steam Siege, I believe it was.
Right. Where you got to place it, and then didn't his attack allow you to find an item or card?
Search your deck for 2 cards and add them to your hand for 1 energy.
That was right. Whereas in this deck, it looks like they're also on top of it, not just using the Terra Charge, the Cinderace being a single colorless as well, and attach 3 basic to your bench. I mean, their energy, they're just trying to get that Grimsley in either Cinderace or Terapagos attack turn 1.
Yeah, it's a really cool deck and looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind trying to see if we can try to get on, because like I saw,
and it looks like they have the package to try to stack the Hydreigon on top of the deck too.
Yeah, playing 4 Academy at Nights, but also playing stuff like Rotostick and the Detective Kit, so they can also look through decks, find things, you know, so many different ways.
Meanwhile, it is real jungle dumping hours. Mega Venusaur is 3-0.
What have they beat? Gardevoir Jellicent, Gardevoir, and Dragapult Dusknoir.
They had to earn it.
Yeah, those are not easy matchups for them. I thought I was half expecting to see Charizard.
Mega Alakazam, or not Mega Alakazam, but Alakazam is also at 3-0.
And that was right there, Sean 31.
Yeah, look at that.
They even won the mirror.
Well, I figure odds are pretty good that that Alakazam to Dunsparce is going to win that mirror.
Yeah, I would assume so too. I'm trying to... Let us see what else we have doing well. We do have Slowking at 2-1. Who did they lost to Calimore in the Gardevoir Jellicent. I can see that happening. Like, the Jellicent itself kind of slows them down. And if they just don't hit that Kyurem, it's just a matter of time for the Gardevoirs to set up and then just pick through the rest of the deck.
Of course, we have the little trinity there at 3-0. We got a Gardevoir, a Dragapult, and a Charizard. Yeah, shout out to Cash, 3-0 with Charizard.
Cash did just beat Cal O'Connor, beat the Alakazam Dunsparce, and then won the mirror.
All right, Cash was having a good night.
And then we still have a Buffalo Kangaskhan at 3-0.
Yeah, that's an interesting deck, and it'd be kind of cool to see it on stream if we can catch it.
I think Machamp King can. We'll see who they pair up against. Because I'm looking at, like, I know Machamp King can. We can also grab like Callie. Possibly we could grab Evan. We can grab Cash. So we have a couple different people up in 3-0 that I know. If we wanted to, we could also grab Cal Connor. Obviously we just saw Bray, TCG. Just going off the top of my head, who I remember was all able to. Andrew here. Oh, that's who's playing the Frostless Monkey Jar. I saw it earlier. I didn't even look at the name. That's who.
Yep. Unfortunately, down to 2-1. So my premonition of them winning the whole tournament, I guess not tonight.
Not tonight. Ooh.
Sorry, Frostless Monkey Dory fans.
They start off the night against the Lopunny Dusknoir. But then beat the Toxic Box and then play against Charizard Pidgeot. And check something real quick. Okay. I keep seeing these little icons. I was trying to remember where Limitless got them. Because I was debating about changing my setup on my overlay to having these icons instead of like the cut cards. Some of the cards are just hard to read.
Yeah, understandable.
It's like some of them was like, oh yeah, I can definitely tell what that is. And they have like Swirl Edge on there. And you're like, what the?
Got a Zoroark GX at 2-1.
We do have
Mega Charizard is 2-1.
This is the one where we're kind of like, okay, how does this run? Or how does this run? It is playing the 110 and the 100 Charmeleon.
And we have the 80 HP Charmander now.
They are getting thick.
Yeah, they kind of have a little bit of design space to make basics a little bit bigger because they have the opportunity cost of not playing nicely with Buddy Buddy Puffin.
That is true. Instead of like the time where we had Battle VIP Pass, where you could just play anything.
Take me back. I miss Battle VIP Pass every single day of my life.
That was one of the most frustrating calls I ever had casting these tournaments. Is someone did the Comfy like turn 5. And it was Battle VIP Pass, and they sat there trying to decide which one they wanted to keep. I'm like, it doesn't matter. And it wasn't even, they were winning. It was not even a slowdown play. It was just like they couldn't decide between which Battle VIP Pass.
Pardon?
It was
that's baffling.
Yeah, I'm like sitting there like, you don't have to make up your mind. It's the same card and you can't use it at this point. Just toss one to the zone, use the other one.
I can't imagine any good faith reason why a player would be doing that. By the way, Trash Pull's 3-0.
So we do have one at 3-0. That's good.
Yeah, maybe we can catch them in a good match.
Yeah, so we are just waiting on one match. Let's find out what that one match is. That last match is Wiggly Wobbly versus Micro God, which is Gardevoir versus Kangaskhan Bouffalant.
Kangaskhan Bouffalant. All right.
I could see why that's taking a little bit of time. Well, see, okay, like talking about time wasting, there was no reason for them to do it. They were ahead by like a good deal of prizes, and time was fine on their side. So I had no idea, unless they were trying to like flex on their opponent, make them think like it was a really hard choice.
Yeah, that really confuses me.
Yeah. Oh, right. Last match is done. Let's go ahead and get round 4 up. Get this going, and we will find ourselves a match. All right. So we've got... We wanted to see we have Machamp King versus Sleepy Cat, which is Bouffalant versus... Kangaskhan Bouffalant versus Charizard Pidgeot.
I watch that.
All right, let's see if it. If they would be.
The opponent is Sleepy Cat.
I have a Sleepy Cat in here.
I was gonna say I have. I think they're playing from my living room.
I have This is what happens every time I stream, like on Fridays or anything. If I get up to go take like my pills, get water or anything, I come back, cat's walking around meowing at me.
Need to not leave her. Need to be there to give her attention at all times.
All times, even if she's sleeping.
Look, she's sleeping so well because she knows that you're there to keep an eye on her.
Does not look like we've got either. Just waiting to see that neither players responded.
Well, how about, can we get Trash Pulls versus NYC Matt?
Yeah, let me see.
That's Mega Kangaskhan, Mega Absol versus Gardevoir Jellicent.
So let's try the Hydreigon list. No responses from either. I mean, we could do Cash Cali, but that's Charizard versus Gardevoir Jellicent. Like to get something else.
Yeah, probably not the most interesting matchup we could watch. I need to find something now. Who's Pete up against? Just seeing what's that one. We could see Alakazam Dunsparce go up against Dragapult and Dusknoir. Why not?
Let's get that, and then I'll see if I can get something better. Table 3. Be a good idea if I press the right channel.
All right, so getting set up right now. Dragapult Dusknoir versus Alakazam Dunsparce. So I guess this is a real test, a real trial by fire for those battle cages.
Correct. Like, I didn't even think about that. I was thinking, I'm like, this should be pretty favorite for Dragapult here in some senses. And no, I didn't think about that. That the battle cages will come in. Yeah. We know Pete only plays the two jamming towers.
I was gonna say, yeah, the opportunity cost of running the rare candies. You can't run as many counter stadiums as maybe some other Dragapult lists might be running.
And then we might finally actually see the Hyper Aroma work. Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Looks like they're having some issues.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Send a challenge. Join match. There they go.
All right. Off to the races at long last. Here we go. There's the flip. I said there's the flip. Thank you.
There it goes.
That is a tails, so it's going to be Pete who gets to choose. Imagine they're going to choose to go second. Yeah, the Dragapult usually likes going second nowadays.
I have seen like some of the Dragapult guides I've read that if you're going up against Terra Box or EV Box, going first sometimes helps quite a bit because it makes that turn 2 or even possible turn 1 water pond a lot harder to hit. And gives you at least hopefully an extra turn to like get something involved, maybe get like a couple more things out there, maybe even item lock them a little bit more efficiently. Like there's a little bit more to it. I don't fully agree with that, but you know what? If it works, it works.
Yeah, I see where they're coming from with that, I guess.
It's just that Dragapult likes that item lock so much.
Well, this is going to be a really strong start for Pete here. They get to do everything they want. A bench full of basics plus an Itchy Pollen. They just look to their deck, seeing what all's in there. One thing they do not have in their deck this game is the Hyper Aroma. So you said an opportunity to see the Hyper Aroma in action. Well, about that.
That's a big fat nope.
I think I'd like the Hyper Aroma more if the deck ran Arven. It's a card that's really powerful, but it has diminishing returns. Every turn you don't draw it after like turn 2. So I kind of feel like not having a way to reliably search it really kind of cuts into its effectiveness.
I agree with that. It's like Precious Trolley.
At that point, why not just run Master Ball?
We do see the Dawn here.
All right. Dunsparce, Kadabra, Alakazam. Psychic Draw. There's a Dunsparce. There's a Psyduck. And okay, a Super Psychic. Just enough damage to KO that little Budew.
Now, Pete's in an interesting point here. They did bring up the Dreepy if they can top deck a rare candy.
Oh, not yet.
Not yet.
Well, they could maybe like Ultra Ball for Latias, then Ino, and try to find a way to get to a Budew from there. Have to pitch the Luminous Energy, which you probably don't want to do if you're not running the Neo Upper Energy. So this is a respectful play. Neo Upper on the Dreepy and Fresh Hand, and all right. I mean, we could Night Stretcher for the Budew. We really, I guess we don't need to get a Dracloak down this turn, although I'd sure like to see one. Okay, Recon Directive number 1. And let's see.
At this
point, and a Lily's Determination. Surely this is a Lily, right?
It has to be a Lily at this point. You're probably going to need to stretcher the Budew, retreat the Dreepy. But now your energies are spread out so far. I would have. Part of me would have liked to have seen that energy go to a different Dreepy.
Yeah, I definitely see the appeal here. As it stands right now, we're in a bit of an awkward. Ooh, I actually would have preferred to discard the Luminous Energy. But I guess we're not going for the Budew play.
No, I think we're going to give him
a Sacrificial Duskull.
But it really feels like he's sold out now for the candy play.
I feel like I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like I would have really liked to see the item lock this turn. Well, Curious Snowy is off to the races now, going to get an Abra and a Dunsparce. And they're going to just kind of get that engine going where they just draw 1 million cards. Enriching Energy drawing 4. They have it to Dunsparce. They get to add another 3 cards on top of that. And Hilda will get them the Dunsparce. So that's pretty good. They also get the Alakazam, depending on what the hand permits. All right, Alakazam and a Psychic Energy. And there it is. Psychic draw, another 3 cards picked up. And there's the Battle Cage. All right, now things are getting it heated. We really, really need a rare candy. Yeah. Dracloak here, really?
Might be trying to get at least 70.
I suppose. I feel like you kind of committed yourself to digging for the rare candy line. See, I feel like in this situation, I would have maybe just gone all in, pushed the Dreepy active, Night Stretcher for Psychic onto it, because, hey, why else would you have the Night Stretcher? Lily for 8, then Recon Directive, and see what you can do with 8 cards. 10 cards. Well, 9 cards, but you get to see a total of 10. As it stands right now, how do you get the Dracloak out of the active? I think you don't, right?
I don't think you do. I would, yeah. I would have also liked if you could have just evolved and attached the energy. You could have gone after the Dunsparce with the energy attached to it before it goes back in the deck.
Yeah, that would have also been nice. Get that enriching energy out of circulation. Cut off one of the deck's biggest power plays.
Now you also have to find a way to get rid of that Battle Cage. You have to now find the Dragapult with, since you do have the candy, you do have the energy set up.
Yeah, at this point I kind of feel like you've spread things out in weird ways, and you're in a position now where you're just in so much danger if your opponent has the boss's orders. But okay, passing on back, and let's see what happens. Alright, Kadabra comes down, another 2 cards drawn. And there's the Dawn. Alright, big power supporter for this deck now. Going to be able to get a Dunsparce, get enriching energy back into the deck, and then get some other evolutions down, get another Alakazam down, draw more cards. Right, energy to the side deck and retreat. And a Wondrous Patch. Alright, everything coming up Alakazam here. It's a lot of damage. The one saving grace here for Pete is that they're not yet at the Alakazam player's not yet at the threshold to one-shot a Dragapult EX. And we take the wins we can get. Okay, I kind of like this.
Okay, we finally.
I like that we are. I like that we're using our abilities to try to get to the Dragapult without using the Hilda. It'd be really nice if we could try to find an Ino here.
You can now you can stretch her for your Dracloak. Try to find another Iono.
Yeah. A really good play could be something like an Ino and then a counter catcher for the Dunsparce.
So now you're setting up the ability to have another. Okay, we got at least the counter catcher here to have another
So now we
Dragapult set up, possibly.
Yeah. So now we can Lily's Determination and at least try to find a counter stadium. And that's something. Interesting.
So we'd like to go after the one with the enriched energy on it.
Yeah, I would have definitely wanted to go for the Dunsparce here.
No counter stadium, so you can't use Hawlucha here.
Yeah, so this is actually going to be a fairly low impact Phantom Dive. I mean, it's basically a glorified jet headbutt at this point.
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't mind seeing the Poffin there.
Yeah, Poffin could have gotten a Sidripi and a Duskull. Said we pitched it, so it's just not going to happen at all. And there we go. Phantom Dive, knockout in the active, nothing to the bench thanks to the Battle Cage. And Battle Cage is proving its worth so far.
Well, nothing there. It's depending on what they're able to find here. They could get to that point where they are just going to KO your Dragapult.
Yeah, I mean, it takes a fair bit more, but we have a lot of stuff going already. We have a Dunsparce on the bench that can just run away draw at any point. 2 Kadabra ready to evolve, so it's a little bit scary, I think. We can even theoretically run away draw, find enriching energy again, and use it again. So now a Hilda is a really, really big supporter to find. All right, Alakazam. Psychic draw number 1 of the turn. 3 cards found. Already 19. That's a lot of cards. I'm popping for a Dunsparce and an Abra.
340.
And that's enough. Powerful hand. 340. Down goes the Dragapult. And now, what do you do for Pete? You can't really attack this turn. I guess you could try to do an INO plus Blood Moon Ursaluna play. But
could just do the 70.
I suppose.
You need to find the Iono.
Right, Recon Directive is or bust, basically. And bust. All right, well, at this point, I don't think there's a way out of this.
No, I think this is a GG game. With that hand that size, them down to 1 prize, you can't even sacrifice a 1 prizer.
Nope, you're going to take a massive, massive, powerful hand, and that'll be that.
We played multiple outs to the stadium. Just never found them. Opponent conceded.
The opponent conceded?
That's
That's strange.
Yeah. They had a... Did their opponent have a full deck? Still had deck?
Yeah, they have plenty of cards in deck.
That's what I thought. Weird. I'm going to go and look at what happened.
Shout out to the the Stantler hat their opponent's wearing, by the way. Shout out to my retro Pokemon fans.
They knew they had it, but they're going in bed. So they gave Pete the win.
Okay, well.
Pete's
lucky day then.
Yeah. All right. I'll meet you back at the casting desk. I mean, you take those. You take every win however you can.
Yeah, if someone wants to give me a win, I will say thank you very much, and I will sign the match slip.
Which have you done any? You haven't done any of the regionals yet with the online reporting, right?
Correct. No, I haven't played in the regional since 2016.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that, but they just did the online reporting for Las Vegas, and it delayed the tournament up to an hour, like every round.
Sounds plausible. Yeah.
Is people were having issues getting the site to load, or they just forgot. And it was a good idea, just didn't work the way they were hoping it would work.
Hopefully things can get kind of more stabilized later.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue that it runs into is just your cell service.
Yeah, if you're gonna do something like that, you gotta have a call with really, really exceptional reception.
I've tried talking to my people at my job, and they're like, hey, is there a way like you could like sponsor these? Be like, Wi-Fi provided by T-Mobile, because like we flew, and there was like, yeah, your Wi-Fi is brought to you by T-Mobile, and like other places, like the F1 was happening the next weekend in Vegas, or this last weekend, and they're all over the place. I'm like, come on, just give the Pokemon players a little something.
Yeah, it would definitely be a big help, and it could be a big opportunity. You know, I mean, I'm sure there's a lucrative partnership lurking in there somewhere.
I mean, T-Mobile sponsors a lot of stuff, and I know we have a lot of Pokemon fans around my desk, so. Oh, got a judge call. Looks like we had one of the ever fun game froze for a second and passed.
Oh, that's always unfortunate.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I can ask the opponent to like pass back the turn, but there's not much.
Yeah, you're ultimately at the mercy of TCG Live. This is the platform you signed up for.
Yeah, chat. Remember when they said they were going to stop using online reporting back to paper slips and the whole venue erupted? Yes. Yeah. Tournament moved. All right. So the issue is that it was like right when they had game in hand, and this is something I've talked about on stream before. If you have proof you had game in hand and it was your turn, you can tell usually because of glowing cards. We will give it the game.
Moral of the story is, if you're in a weird spot, take a screenshot as fast as you can.
Yeah. All right, his opponent said he had it. No need for screenshot. I appreciate that. Like, it's like you're playing Goldango and they've used 0 bosses and they have a 27 card hand and 1 card left in deck. Odds are they have the boss for game.
Odds are pretty good, yeah. Speaking of Goldango, there's no Goldango at 4-0.
What's Goldango's record even tonight? 5-7 overall. 2-2.
People are prepared for that matchup, I guess.
They're just done with it. They're like, nope, that's it. Just done. And we are just waiting on one match here, which is Gardevoir. Of course.
Are they both Gardevoir Jellicent?
One Jellicent, one not. So I'm assuming the Jellicent possibly could be in a better standing.
Interesting.
But hey, we have 2 Gardevoir Jellicents on number 1. Trash_pools with Mega Absol Kangaskhan is up there. Evan Campbell with Raging Bolt at 4-0. Bo Hao Wang, I have no idea. I probably just said something wrong. 4-0 with Charizard Pidgeot. Burrito Whisperer 4-0 with Charizard Pidgeot. And that match just finished up as Victor Garcia and with Gardevoir and the Machamp King in with the Bouffalon. The Bouffalon again doing well.
I really hope we can try to catch that deck.
We will see who we get next round. So I will be a little bit more proactive with some of the people I know. Okay, round is up. Evan Campbell is up against them. I think they can.
Interesting. Fingers are crossed.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Raging Bolt should be able to hit the numbers, right? You would assume it should be able to hit the numbers.
It's potentially a lot of resources to do it, though. That's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, but if you only have to do it twice.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how this shakes out.
So I've asked, I'll set up a backup game as, let's go to Vormir. Cash has Toxic Box, so I will ask that as a backup.
Yeah, I haven't really seen a good Toxtricity deck in action yet, so I'm be cool to see that.
Oh, Evan's not playing on. He's playing on his phone tonight. So, same thing with Machamp King. They're both people who have in the past, but I'm asking Cash for backup since that is a matchup we haven't seen.
Fair enough.
So
maybe at some point we can get another Trash Pulse game in there as well.
Who did they? They were playing this one. Bohao Wang. If they get someone like Callie, if Callie wins, then we should definitely be able to get them.
Fingers crossed.
All right, we'll go to table 7. So we got Charizard versus the first time tonight I've had to use the substitute doll.
So it's Charizard versus... Oh yeah, Toxtricity, of course.
And we go.
Okay, let's do this.
That's a start.
That's a respectable enough start.
So let's see, we've got the Toxicity, the Petra Run, a single Mega Absol, and a Brute Bonnet, but it's not...
Yeah, it's like attacking Brute Bonnet, I guess, is the name of the game.
Huh. Tell me what am I seeing this?
So yeah, it looks like you're going to be spreading damage counters with Monkey Dory, and they're just firing off relentless punches. Very, very interesting deck. I'm curious to see exactly how it shakes out.
Ooh,
But all right, so that's a good start. Trolley for double Toxel, double Monkey Dory, and a Brute Bonnet. Over to Cash, who also has a good start, especially with that Arven in hand. Going to be able to probably Arven for... No, could, if they want to, Arven for another Poffin and get the Tatsugiri.
Hey, Dion, if you happen to record that, could you please send it my way? Because I think that functionality should be working, because Shred should be going through Mimikyu.
Yep, Arven for Buddy Buddy Poffin and Technical Machine Evolution. Very, very good start for Cash here.
Does play 2 different Pidgeotos.
Yeah, I've seen that. I saw that once before. I mean, it's not that common to run 2 Pidgeotto at all, but you know, one has Sphere Retreat, one has the 90 HP, so they both kind of have their merits. And yeah, there is the Tatsugiri indeed. Okay, Cash is running the Unfair Stamp version of the deck, and they have the Battle Cage in there. There we go. Evolution, gonna evolve a Charmander, gonna evolve a Pidgey, and here we go.
No,
Oh, never mind. Charmeleon, both Charmeleon are prized. Well, not the worst thing in the world, right?
Right.
Cash can still Ultra Ball for Pidgeot, Quick Search for Rare Candy, and still have Rare Candy Charizard.
Now that Pecharunt or Pekka Runt, I've heard it both ways.
I I thought it was Pecha Runt. I also thought it was Pecha Berry.
Right? That sounds right too. It's going to be dangerous in this matchup. Like right now, completely, I wouldn't say useless, but just not doing much. But later in this matchup, it becomes more and more dangerous. Like, do you want to prioritize it early? Do you want to prioritize it later? Like, when do you want to try to aim for it? Because right now you can't even KO it anyways, unless they take a KO here. But they're not. They just energy accelerated onto the Monkey Dories.
Okay, so over to Cash, we're going to see the rare or the Ultra Ball for Pidgeot EX. Oh, double Battle Cage on top of the Artizone. Cash is ready for Stadium Wars. Here we go, Pidgeot EX, and Quick Search is online. So, one thing that's a little bit scary here, Cash is going to have to do their best to be mindful of damage counters, because if they ever get 6 damage counters on a Pokemon, on one of Andy's Pokemon, Andy can just go ahead and double Monkey Dory right away and bring in that Absol EX and one-shot the Charizard with the terminal period. The problem is, too, Toxtricity can just kind of put damage counters in play on its own. So it's a bit of a tricky balance here. Fortunately, I can't see how many damage counters are on the Brute Bonnet thanks to the little arrow on it. 40? Or... I don't know, I can't tell. The number is obscured by a little red arrow.
That makes me feel like design-wise, like where would you put that red arrow? Would it be better on the left side, away from the damage counters? Do you put it all the way to the bottom?
Bottom left of the art, maybe?
Maybe.
I mean, there's 1,000 ways to do this.
Because like I get it, but at the same time, yeah.
Well, if you get it, you can explain it to me, because I don't get it. I'm confused. All right. Back over to Andy. Subjugating Chains. Okay, so 2 damage counters. Now we know. Bringing that Toxel. Getting off some Sinister Surge. That Lily's Determination for a fresh hand at 8 once again. And I'm still kind of trying to piece out exactly what this Toxtricity Dex game plan is here.
I think it wants to get the poison damage on it, and then wants to start moving with the Monkey Dory to be able to use the second attack that Brute Bonnet has.
Yeah, certainly. It can start doing those... I forgot the name of the attack. I want to say Rapid Fire Punch, but that's not it. The Relentless Punch. That's pretty close to Rapid Fire Punch.
So Cash did send me a thing of his prizes. So he keeps track of that. And he knows he's on stream. We told him everything. It was both Charmeleons, a Buddy Poffin, a Jet Energy, a Darkness Energy, and a Mist Energy.
Wow. If I'm not mistaken, Those are all 3 of Cash's 1 of energy. So that is really unfortunate. Not like this Cash. All right. Is it time? I think it might be time for Rare Candy Charizard at long last. How many energy are in the deck, though?
2.
2. So enough. Always feels bad playing Charizard and having multiple energy in your hand.
Like you sit there and you're like, okay, I could do this, and then you realize, oh, I have 3, and then it's even worse if you already have like 2 in the discard and you don't realize it. So you go.
You've got to be really careful about where your energy is if you're playing Charizard. Such because here, Cash could have, if need be, discarded 1 or 2 fire energy off the Ultra Ball and then Super Rod them back in.
You might be trying to hold on to the Super Rod a little bit longer, though.
So, yeah, but just sometimes you have to, you know? I mean, this time we were okay because there were 2 energy in the deck, and that's really all you need, but sometimes you don't have much of a choice.
Oh, the Battle Cage comes into play.
All right, this is going to be interesting. Are we going to hold it and try to pair it with an Io? Oh, boss's orders. Okay, I like this. Maybe not. Okay.
I think you go after the Brute Bonnet. It's
I
set.
think so too, yeah.
It's set up. You
And
have
it's already
damage
good.
counters.
It's already threatening 200 damage, and that's before the first Adrenaline Brain happens. So I think just get that off the board. Try to put your opponent on the back foot a little bit. But going for the Toxtricity instead. So looking at this situation, if the opponent has another Toxtricity, they can put 2 more damage counters onto the Toxtricity itself, and then move 3 damage counters to the Monkey Dory. That'll be a total of 6 damage counters in the Charizard. That will be enough for Relentless Punch to KO this Charizard. So I believe we are going to see the Charizard go down this turn.
So Evan Campbell did win. So however it was, whatever he needed to do, he did it. And our low punning,
Shame we didn't get to see that.
our low punning Dusknoir is also 4-1.
Their only loss was on stream.
Yeah, only losses on stream.
We see that Punk helmet coming in here. That's a new card here from Phantasmal Flames.
I don't know if I actually pulled any of that. I'd have to double check.
I've opened 0 packs of Phantasmal Flames.
The only reason I did, again, hashtag whatever TPCI. Gifted. Otherwise, I've opened 0 Mega Evolutions.
The TPCI, maybe throw a pack of Phantasmal Flames my way. I stream lots of Pokemon. All right, so Brute Bonnet does indeed fire off that big Relentless Punch, KOing the Charizard EX, and now it's up to Cash to reestablish. Now, what they can do here is Unfair Stamp and stick the Stadium in play. They have to find a way to get Rare Candy Charizard as well, and they've already used their Quick Search now. So they do get access to both the draw off Unfair Stamp plus a supporter, but no guarantee.
I definitely think they might be playing out the turn a little bit slower. Nope.
Oh, interesting. Attachment to the Pidgeot. Maybe aiming to do a Blustery Wind this turn. Unfortunately, this looks like one of those unfair stamps where they immediately INO afterward. Oh, I guess we could see... could maybe see the Tatsugiri pivoted in, digging for a Lily.
With currently no damage counters out there.
Oh. All right, Consolation Prize Charmeleon. But they'll get a Charizard next turn. Not the worst. So Andy's going to be able to KO the Tatsugiri, but maybe not much else.
This game definitely feels Risky Ruins. It's one of those issues where you play a deck that you've never played against before, like a new type, and you're not exactly sure what your lines are. Much less what your opponent is playing.
Yeah, one of the big skills of the Pokemon TCG is figuring out a new deck on the fly and cobbling together an improvised game plan and trying to see it through. And it's challenging. I mean, new decks can be a whole ordeal to figure out. You might not know all their tricks, or you just might not be used to their kind of points of weakness. There we go. Third prize taken by Andy here. Toxtricity is well in the lead, but it's an opportunity for Cash to try to kind of level the playing field a bit. Cash, get a quick search here for a Charizard. Okay, I know first, I respect that as well. Put Andy down to 3 cards. Flip the script, draw a few more, and there we go, found the Charizard. And is Cash going to quick search for Rare Candy? Because I kind of like that here.
I agree.
Nope. Oh no, they're going to put some stuff back into the deck. They will not be able to get a meaningful Infernal Rain without putting more fire in the deck. But they're holding off. Okay, I respect that too. Blustery Wind will KO a Brute Bonnet.
And it will take the stadium out.
Do you want to take the stadium out? Oh, Risky Ruins. Yeah, you absolutely do. Get the thing out of here. I missed the Risky Ruins coming into play. Cash went to take 2 prize cards. Like, surely this is worth 2, right? Yeah, for all the damage that Brute Bonnet did, it is a 1 prizer. Alright, second Toxtricity hits the board.
Pokegear.
Pokegear.
Lilies.
Termination again. And let's see what their game plan's going to be. They could theoretically get a Brute Bonnet up and running this turn. I don't know how many energy are left in the deck. I think they run 10 total, and they certainly burned through a decent number of them. But if they had access to Brute Bonnet plus an energy, they could theoretically double Toxtricity. But oh no! Instead, the Mega Absol, and actually, this Mega Absol could certainly KO this Pidgeot. If we have access to 2 energy, that'll get the job done. All right, 1 energy down, 2 damage counters on the Absol.
Now, Cash is in a weird spot where they have access to the Mega Absol. They don't have access to their Mist Energy. They can Oko the Mega Absol. But the issue is then the Pecharunt.
Yeah, I need to get an official pronunciation on that one.
Will just win them the game.
Yeah, so they're basically hoping the Pecharunt does not get another energy.
Which they have plenty of ways of going about it. It may be better to go after one of the Monkey Dories.
I wonder if you just go after the Pecharunt here? Is there a world where you go after the Pecharunt here?
They still have a way to energy accelerate from the Toxic, and then they just move. They move with the Monkey Dories.
But can they get to 6 damage counters? Oh, the Charizard already has 1.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a big difference. But Cash gets the Darkness energy. Cash could move that 1 energy off the Monkey Dory. Could also stick the Battle Cage. So actually, I don't know. Is going after Pecharunt the play?
Then they
Is it
still
even an option? Do we have access to Rare Candy in hand?
60, 120, 180, 240, 300. They actually top out at 300, but they still have the 2 Monkey Dories out there.
You could conceivably, yeah, Countercatcher will get the Pecharunt. I think we have Pecharunt is the play here. Could Arvin for a Rare Candy here get another Pidgeot into play?
Question is how many monkeys they play 3, so they have an opportunity still to get another one.
Only 4 cards in hand though. Could be a tall order to do like everything, you know. Yeah, I like that. Putting the damage counter on the Pecharunt that they're going to KO just to make sure that that damage counter is gone forever and can't be used to hurt them. I mean, I guess KOing Monkey Dory's okay. Prize-wise, it works out, but Pecharunt's such a threat, I think you just gotta get rid of it. There we go. Burning Darkness, 330 damage. Down goes the Pecharunt, and Moment of Truth does Andy have the combination of cards that will allow them to take their last 2 prize cards. I mean, a Boss's Orders alone does it. You know, it's not like there are no outs. A single Boss's Orders off the top will get the job done.
Yeah, double check how this.
I think we're not liable to see a terminal period this turn. I don't think there's a way that happens.
They would need 2 energy back in the deck. There's 10 they have. We can count for 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. So there's possibly 2.
Yeah. Could find an energy recycler to put energy back in the deck. but there's no way to hit the critical mass of 6 damage counters on board for Andy. So there's no way to get 6 damage counters on the Charizard to terminal period it. Which means that since Andy has now played the Arven, they do not have access to the Boss's Orders line to drag up Pheasantipity. So if I'm not mistaken, hold on. There's the line. I think we're about to see a Cruel Arrow.
But they still need to have enough energy in the deck. They've got.
We need the energy recycler or something, but a Cruel Arrow is a winning line if we can get the energy. Moment of truth here, my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Tense, because if they don't win this turn, Cassius wins next.
Yeah, quick search and we're done. So here we go. Sinister Surge number 1. Energy found, but on the Absol. Okay. So not going for the Cruel Arrow line. Maybe does not have access to 3 energy. That's a shame. I always like to see a Cruel Arrow come down.
Very underrated attack. A lot of decks should utilize more.
Yeah, I saw a lot of Cruel Arrows on stream at LAIC, actually.
I'm wondering if they got that Risky Ruins off the flip the script, because I think if you put it down and then you accelerate it to it, you still need enough energy in there. I'm just trying to figure if there was a way to get to 60 with that. Well, it doesn't even matter because it's a darkness type. It doesn't do the damage.
Right. Unfortunately, the whole board is darkness type, so Risky Ruins does not get us there. I think Andy has missed their opportunity, and I think Cash is going to have a way to close things out. Yep, no energy in the deck. They're 1 short. There we go. We're going to see the retreat, but unless Cash does not have access to a Boss's Orders or a counter catcher, the game will very soon be over. Well, there's only 1 counter catcher in the deck, but there's 3 Boss's Orders. I'm sure Cash has one.
And 2 of them.
Yep,
more
plenty
than
of
enough.
Boss's Orders to go. And so we are going to see that Pheasantipity EX dragged into the active position. And Burning Darkness, 330 damage. Down goes the Pheasantipity EX. Cash gets to take their last 2 prize cards. Hi, Charmeleon. And that is the game. Cash has won with Charizard Pidgeot.
That game was a lot closer than I thought just going into it. I don't think Cash's prizes helped.
No, that was a double Charmeleon and then all 3 Singleton energy. That's kind of brutal.
Yeah, that hurt. It hurt a lot. But let's go ahead and meet you back in the casting desk. Yo. So let's go ahead and update the standings as we're just waiting on 2 matches.
All right, excellent. Let's get that round number 6 going then.
Our 5-0s. Evan Campbell, 5-0 with Raging Bolt. Burrito Whisperer. And Boha Wang. Charizard Pidgeot 5-0s. And then Victor Garcia.
A lot of Charizard are doing well tonight.
It seems like it. I don't know if it's just like it's the early meta where like it just does well, or is it actually a good deck right now? I don't know.
I think I think it's always been a good deck. I think Charizard Pidgeot has always been a pretty good deck.
How is our Hydreigon doing? Our Hydreigon, 3-2. Oh, Mega Venusaur fell off too.
That's tragic.
But
I wonder.
Mega Charizard X.
Yeah, 4-1. I wonder if we can catch them.
All right, that's a possibility. Corvus TCG. We'll see who they play up against. Because if they play up against someone like Cal or even Cash or Callie's streaming too. So like there's a couple of different people. BizQuick, look at this. Quietly, 4-1 Stroll Edge.
Yeah, that's important. Callie's 4-1, as is Trash Pulls. So we also have another chance to see a little bit more Mega Absol action.
Right. So we have a couple of different people here. I know. No constraint, like they're already in there. Like Callie's already over in table 2, and we had Cash at table 7. BizQuick, if they comes up to it, if they get paired up with one of the matches we want to see. So we have a couple there. As we're just waiting on one last game here before we get into round 6, which is Andrew J versus Gengar TCG Archaladon.
Archaladon, excuse me?
Right? Oh, it's with him.
Archaladon Empoleon EX.
So
interesting.
What does Empoleon do again? Oh, right. It takes 60 less. And then on top of that, it cannot be KO'd by Absol. It can't use its nice little 61.
Close enough. Welcome back, Hisui and Goodra V-Star.
Oh, we haven't had a good like effect like that recently. Like we had. Yeah, no, I can't think of anything. But then again, my mind's like shot.
Yeah, long night.
A lot of history in the cards. Like I'm like I have a hard enough time trying to remember back to like Sun and Moon, and I'm very impressed how far back you can go with retro decks. I'm like, I forgot about that card. Oh, this card existed? Great. Yeah.
That's what I do. If there's an old deck, better believe I remember it.
Cash says they should have benched the Shaman to stop the possibility of the Pheasantipede attack.
Yeah. It's a good observation.
And also talking about bossing the toxicity toxic instead of the Pecharunt. I think the line ended up working as it was, so.
Well, it certainly ended up working, but yeah, it's definitely worth analyzing. Like, did it work because it was the right line, or did it work because I got lucky?
Right.
Still waiting on the 2?
Just one. We're down to 1.
1. All right, let's go.
That is Gardevoir? No, this is the Archaladon Mega Absol box.
Interesting.
Mega
Absol Crustle.
Oh, the Crustle.
You know, that Crustle deck did pretty well at LASC. We saw 2 different Crustle players make top 16.
And there it is. There's the finish.
Right. Round number 6. Let's do this.
Let's get it going. And round. Our next round. All right. Let me announce on the Discord real quick, and we'll see who we have matched up against who, so we can get the game on.
Callie against Gardevoir Jellicent. Unfortunate. Cash against Bray.
I've seen.
Yeah, I've seen both those players.
Cal versus Trash Pulls. I think I can get Cal.
Yeah, I'd be down to see that.
Plus, like Gardevoir Jellicent's like my backup, and I've been playing Cal's list.
I really recommend giving a close look to Pedro Pertusi's list. I think he really cooked that list. It's a great list.
I do need to look at it.
I was watching on stream. It's like, this list has everything. How did he make it fit? It's a 3/2/2 Gardevoir with a 2/1 Jellicent and a Drifloon and double Bravery Charm, and really just like a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, I'm opening it up really, right now.
Really excellent fine tuning. Only one counter catcher. That's one of the costs. But otherwise, like, not really a lot of concessions made. It's just got all the good stuff.
Like, I love Gust, but I also think, like, sometimes with Gardevoir, it's just like, how often do I use it? And
Cal, you're targeting the bench so easily with Screamtail and Munkidori anyway.
And Cal said, yeah. So once he gets to a table, we'll jump to him.
Yeah. Excited. I love these two decks.
This will be a good
my two favorite decks in the format right now.
This will be a good matchup. At least Kelly put 4/1 Guardy Jelly v Mirror. Yeah, yeah. I don't think we want a Guardy Mirror. I literally try to save that for like finals.
I'll watch a Gardevoir Mirror, but wait, save that for next round, maybe.
Maybe we'll see.
I watched a fun Gardevoir Jellicent Mirror at LAIC.
I mean, finals
was quite a match.
It can be, especially if both decks get going, and not one of them sits there and like just completely. I wouldn't say. Okay, table 8. I don't want to, excuse my French, but say shit the bed. But I mean, it could happen. It's 11 o'clock. I can get away with a swear.
I don't know. I'm scandalized now. My young ears.
My poor ears. Like, there's still school tomorrow for some kids. They shouldn't be up this late.
There's school tomorrow for me.
There's school tomorrow for my youngest, but not for my oldest.
All right, here we go. Cal Connor versus Trash Pulls. Gardevoir Jellicent versus Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan. We saw a few instances of this matchup on stream at LAIC. We actually saw Pedro Pertusi take on two different Gardevoir Jellicent players. Two different Mega Absol, Mega Kangaskhan players. 2-0'd the both of them, but that Drifloon definitely helped. I don't know. I need to take a quick look at Cal's list and see if they have a Drifloon of their own, but they certainly have a Frillish, and that's a good way to start.
They are currently not playing the Drifloon.
No Drifloon, Mega Diancie EX instead. Okay.
That's a start, but...
No, it's an... Did Cal go first, or did Trash Pulls?
Cal went first.
Well, unfortunate. Speaking of unfortunate, Trash Pulls is not having an unfortunate start. Precious Trolley and Technical Machine Turbo Energize is exactly how this deck wants to start. Gonna get to load up their bench, probably gonna say with a... Oh, there we go. With those guys. Double Munkidori. Okay. Sometimes the Mega Absol players go for double Munkidori in this matchup. I've heard other Mega Absol players say, no, you only really need the one, but they're just locking in for a Munkidori war here. No Latias EX, so it's either prized or they just decided they do not need it here. And here we go. It is time for a Turbo Energize. I'm gonna load that Mega Absol up with 2 different energy, and Cal is under pressure.
The evolution's not going to do us much good in a matchup where they play 0 evolutions.
And thankfully they found a Ralts, but unfortunately they only found the one. So if Trash Pulls has a Boss's Orders, and they have 3 of them, so not as many as some lists who ran the full 4. But if Trash Pulls has a Boss's Orders, that could be bad news for Cal. An Ultra Ball pitching Screamtail and Lily's Clefairy EX. And I have the Pheasantipity EX. It's such a shame the new Ralts and Kirlia are like strictly optimal because I love the Scarlet and Violet arts.
Oh, they're so good.
Oceanic Gloom, 20 damage to this active Yveltal, and back on over to Trash Pulls, who's going to be free to do some damage here. The only hope that Cal has is that maybe they don't have the third energy to attach to Mega Absol, but Crispin certainly gets the job done. Going to put an energy on the Mega Absol and another energy on the Monkey Dory.
We are probably going to see that rare candy.
There we go. So Crispin's a bit of a sigh of relief, though, for Cal, because they're not going to have their lone Ralts bossed. So, whew, dodged a bullet.
We will see. I assume they're going to go after the rare candy.
Yeah, I can only imagine. And there we go. There's that Mega Absol active. Unfortunately, had to get poisoned, but small price to pay for getting to draw a couple extra cards with Mega Kangaskhan. Adrenabrain, okay, doing the clever thing, moving the damage counters off the Mega Absol, but not going to put them anywhere else so Cal's Monkey Dory can throw them back. Just get rid of them. And there we go. Rare candy is gone, and Cal's in a rough spot. It's basically just Pheasantipity and a prayer here. Now, the one, well, I can't even call it a weakness. Let's say the weakness in Trash Pull's board is that they don't have a Latias EX, but really, with Peach Run, it hardly matters.
He's going to bring up the Yveltal, get poisoned. Like, even a confusion play here from Cal just does nothing.
Not that they have access. Oh, they do have access to Confusion Play now that the Gardevoir EX is in play. Yep, the only thing they can do is get a bit of energy into play. Now, one play that the Gardevoir Jellicent deck has access to that's pretty cool is if they can line things up just right, they can use Mew EX's genome hacking to copy Mega Absol's terminal period. Saw it happen once on stream this weekend. It's definitely a cool play, a good way to take a big Mega Absol down out of nowhere, but it does take some doing. So I'm sure it's a play Cal would be thrilled to line up if possible, but we'll find out.
Worst case scenario, we see a boss's orders here.
Yeah, boss orders and Gardevoir would be rough, putting Cal kind of in an awkward spot again. I don't know how many psychic energy Cal has access to right now in the discard pile.
One.
Oh, there it is. That boss's orders, dragging up the Gardevoir EX. It is going to eat a Claw of Darkness.
That was all of Cal's rare candies have been used.
And probably going to rip the Gardevoir EX out of hand unless Trash Pulls recognizes that the rare candy are gone. So that's not where you want to be with your Cal.
So how's one more
rare candy in the deck still. So Cal does still have rare candy.
Oh, he does?
Yep. So gonna get to draw a fresh hand of 6 here, flip the script for a few more, and see if we can get Gardevoir off a 9-card. Well, okay, we got the Night Stretcher. Can we find the rare candy? Come on, rare candy. Darn.
No candy.
No
well,
rare
he
candy.
does play 3. I did not realize that. That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, the players that aren't running any technical machine evolution, they gotta have something. So They compensate with more rare candy. So unfortunately for Cal, though, whew, rough spot here. Down 3 prizes and no way to put forth any kind of resistance right now. So Trash Pulls, meanwhile, probably recognizes that it's their job to figure out what their next attacker is going to be. I mean, I guess Peach Runt can get the job done. If they get second energy on Peach Runt, they effectively close the door on any kind of Mew line, because the Peach Runt just immediately KOs the Mew, and that'd be the last 2 prize cards. So, yeah, if Cal is to win this game, what would that have to look like? I mean, after they take out 2 Megas back to back, but how?
Yeah, because they could take one with Mew, but again, like you said, they get the second energy out there on the Peach Runt. That's game.
Yep, exactly. Mew loses to an energy on Peach Runt immediately, so maybe Mega Dianthy is the play?
That may be.
Oh,
They have
boss's orders on the Kirlia. Yep, they just always have it. And there we go, 400 damage, and down's going to go probably the Night Stretcher.
I would assume the Night Stretcher. You're not stopping their Iono. Counter Catcher's not doing them much good.
Yep, down goes the Night Stretcher. And all right, Cal, you got to find a way to KO this 360 HP Mega Absol. I mean, a couple of Punky Dory, a Mega Dianthy, a Stadium Bump. That doesn't even get us there, does it? Mega Dianthy's 240. With 2... Oh, no, with a Stadium Bump. That would do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
A Mega Dianthy with a Stadium Bump would get the job done.
Okay, so we do see the Iono. Put them down to 2. Like it's a Mew, the Gardevoir.
Okay, neither are candy right now.
Secret Box.
Secret Box gets us there.
And we
That'll
got
do it.
And we got the knockoff.
Yeah, we got the Stadium Bump. We got the. Do we have enough energy and discard though? Yeah, we only need 2 for Mega Dianthy. So yeah, that'll get us there. Right, through Secret Box, all things are possible.
We could also, as Evans pointed out, you could screen the Petch this turn. That's a problem.
Peach Runt, take 2 prize cards. That's fair.
But is the Screamtail in the discard?
Screamtail is in the discard, yeah. Right, you know, I didn't get enough luck. Was the Mega Absol in the deck? I'm sorry, the Mega Dianthy in the deck?
I didn't get to see it either.
Should have been looking, eh? All right, well, moment of truth.
Do we do a top cut? Not tonight.
There it is. The Mega Dianthy line is available, so Cal will be able to take 3 prize cards here and potentially put trash pulls on a 1-turn clock.
Game stuff got me excited. Like Cal has just not given up.
Yeah, I mean, there's a real win condition here. It was awkward, but that's the thing about these megas. They give up a lot of prize cards. All right, Adrenabrain number 1, Adrenabrain number 2, all that damage moved off the Mega Diancie. And then, there we go, big Garland Ray, 240 damage. Boom, that is exactly enough to KO this Mega Absol EX. 3 prize cards taken for Cal, and now they have to cross their fingers and hope.
So they get top deck here, 2 off the run errand.
So they lose the game to Boss's Orders plus Energy.
Yep.
I don't think there's a world where the Mega Diancie itself is one-shotted.
No, it's Metal Week.
Well, correct. And the Peach Run is only doing 180. Plus the Mega Diancie takes minus 30 damage thanks to the Diamond Coat ability. That said, I guess, yeah, so it's going to be no boss this turn. Arven has been played, so I believe Cal has successfully bought themselves the turn. Now they can win the game if they can find a counter catcher to KO the Kangaskhan. Counter catcher KO Kangaskhan is a fun little bit of alliteration there, eh? So you can tell I'm tired because now I'm just alliterating.
Huh.
Right, out comes the Yveltal. Trash Pulls hoping that Cal does not have access to a gusting effect. Nice stretcher for a Darkness Energy.
And the clutch.
And a clutch.
Or you just top deck it.
Catcher off the top. All right, Cal Connors found exactly what they needed here, and this is going to be exactly enough. Psychic Embrace, 2 damage counters onto the Mega Diancie. Actually, going to have to be 3 Psychic Energy on the Mega Diancie. 6 damage counters moved onto the Mega Kangaskhan EX, and that'll be enough for a Garland Ray for 240 to take the knockout. Cal Connors is going to take this game with Gardevoir Jellicent. All right, Mega Diancie, I see you. That's why you don't give up. Sure, your Ralts were aggressively hunted turn after turn, but taking 3 prize cards in a single attack is pretty good. And there we go. Boom. Down goes the Mega Kangaskhan. Cal Connor takes their last 3 prize cards and moves on to
5-1.
5-1?
Yep.
Yeah, I forgot what round we were in.
Usually this is the round we're ending, but because we have the count, they have one more round, and we will have updated standings here in just a moment, and then I will meet you back at the casting desk, and we will see where everyone is, because 7-0 wins the whole thing. Let's see, update standings. We're waiting on 5 matches. Evan Campbell is currently the 6-0 with Raging Bolt.
We have a couple other 5-0s right now still playing.
They will play either against Victor Garcia or Boha Wang at 5-0. Whoever wins that matchup, which is still being played out. Which I'll ask their opponent. Evan's not able to, but I'll ask their opponent if they could do it. If not, we do have other matches. Callie did drop to 4-2. So did Cash. We did have Cal. We do have Bray. Bray is 5-1 with the 59. So that would be like watching the semifinals for like third place.
Could be interesting.
Plus, who thought we put Low Punny Death Star on once, it loses, and then the rest of the night, it's winning.
Lopunny unstoppable, except on stream.
Cal Dancy is him. Yeah, Dancy's been pretty good. Every time I watch someone else play the deck, it seems like it's the thing. Let's see. Down to 4 matches. So up to the standings one more time. And it is Victor Garcia. So our finals will be Victor Garcia with Gardevoir versus Raging Bolt. Now, Evan hasn't played a Gardevoir all night.
But could be happening in the battle for 7-0.
Mega Diancie doesn't need a lot of energy to KO a Raging Bolt. Thing is, Raging Bolt doesn't need that much energy either. Well, okay, it essentially needs to hit 300 to KO it because you do have the 30 less damage.
And so that's a 5 energy Bellowing Thunder.
But then they still have opportunities to KO with the Clefairy, the Gardevoir itself, Drifloon, Screamtail. Like, there's plenty of them here. 2 Pidgey, 3 energy. Oh my gosh, that sounds horrible. So it could be a good one. I mean, like I said, we'll see if they can. Our backup will go with Bray versus whoever they play against, since they have a fairly high opponent win percentage. Actually, they're tied with Diego XO something. I'm just gonna name. I really am. I'm just gonna name a tournament where everyone's name is like Doombot. But then I make it really good. I make it really hard trying to find stream games because I have no idea who's playing.
Am I also going to be Doombot?
Everybody would be Doombot. Except me, because I'm Senior Doom.
No, you're just Doom, exactly.
Yeah. It's like Doctor Doom. He's always Doctor Doom. All the robots are Doombots. All right, we're down to our last 2 matches, which is Sleepy Cat versus Chris Chop 94, which is Gardevoir Jellicent versus Charizard Pidgeot. And then Chief Taco 33 versus JK Hayden, which is the Hydreigon versus Zoroark. Cal, yeah, be ready to go one more time in case we need go with you as well. Look at all this. 4 Gardevoir Jellicents all in a row. And one and there's a Sharpedo Toxic.
That's pretty wild.
I didn't even realize it was there.
I saw it in the beginning, but yeah, we didn't really get to check in on it. I didn't realize it was doing so well.
Nor did I. Like, it was just kind of phasing in there. I hate to say like it's not that impressive or anything, but like it just wasn't something I saw. Let's see. One match left. Want to take a guess which that match is?
Is it more Gardevoir?
It's the Gardevoir. Versus...
Gardevoir versus Charizard. Interesting.
I might legit try out this Lopunny Dusknoir just to try it out.
Yeah, might as well. I mean, might as well get in on the hype while the hype is still here.
Okay, see this? The Wally's Compassion.
Yeah, that's nice synergy. Capitalize on the high HP and the Mega Lopunny, and then bounce back either a Jet or the Enriching Energy. Either way is pretty good.
Let's see. Oh, our poor Mega Charizard took the L. How much is the Mega Charizard's going for right now? $588. Come on. Why isn't this one more? This is the one I have. This one should be more. Has this one even come out? Probably did. I mean, if it wasn't on there. Okay, that's weird. This scan versus this one. Huh. I wonder why. Come on, last game in the UPC. Okay, thank you, Monorian TV. That's what I thought. I just wasn't sure. Ain't nobody rooting for N Slowking. Oh my god. No. I will probably never ever get one of those UPCs because like it's just unavailable. Like did I see somebody who bought like 30 of them or something like that? Ooh, battle. All right, let's see what still. Yeah, it's like one match. One match. Always one match. Like I really am. I'm just staring at this, going, man, gotta play this.
You should play it.
I know. I think I should
get in on it.
I think I should because I pulled this art.
That's a pretty card. Cheaper than I thought it would be. I was considering picking up a few copies.
Yeah, it's Phantasmal Flames, also like the Charizard cards, has been fairly not as expensive. And I think probably because it's such a smaller set as it is.
Gotcha.
Like, I mean,
even Dawn is what's it sitting at, like $50 right now?
Yeah, for the Illustrator Rare version. $50.
And like week 1, Lily was well over 100 for quite a while. She's just now creeping into the 90s.
Yeah. I mean, the Charizards are like it. The Meowth was up
mean,
there.
I guess all of the collectors are buying a lot for the Charizard, flooding the market with everything else. We take those.
Yeah. It was like they flooded the Badoos so quickly. Buy an ice cream cone for 5 cents.
I like that card.
It's a card I definitely saved. I think the Kangaskhan's interesting, and I would like something is going to use it. It's just too good of a healing card.
Yeah, I mean, I think it might be playable in the Mega Absol deck.
Yeah, like
That runs for Arvin as it is.
yeah, just looking at it here. Gold Charizard about $500. Illustrator Rare about $6. The market, and then everything just falls so fast. Thank you for flooding the market. Why is there no Top Cut today? Because it's a Tuesday night and I want to go to bed. And if I run Top Cut tonight, it goes forever. And the other thing is part of what we call here the Doom Champion Series. And the Doom Champion Series here is essentially emulating what a season of Pokemon would be. And because Pokemon has Cups, which is our Tournament of Doom, Challenges, which is like a challenge, and then our quote-unquote regional championships, which is now called the Championship of Doom. That gives us like different things. So then like putting it all together, I can be like, hey, Pokemon, look, online stuff works. People show up for this. Look. And it has a structure that they can already emulate if they wanted to. Or better, they could hire me and then I could go do that, set this up for them. But that's why.
But mostly we want to go to bed.
Yeah. It's a Tuesday night.
We're old.
I'm nearly 40. And you're like, whoa, wow. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not so young myself, and it is almost 3 a.m. for me, so
Like, be happy I doubled the tournament size tonight, because usually we run 64, because 6 would already be done. Normally.
Yeah, you told me we were doing 7 instead of 6, and I was like, oh, but my sleep.
I'm gonna get like 6 hours sleep tonight because I have to be up. I still have to be up to get the one kid on the bus. Used to be nice. He was in elementary school. The bus would show up like 8:15, 8:20, so I could wake up like 7-ish. The bus driver was like super nice, and you just show up and be like, "Okay, take your time." And finally finished, so we'll get our last match. Was all great, but now that they're in middle school, they show up like 7 o'clock. They're like, "Get on the bus." I'm like, ah. All right, we've got. Let's see our matchup. I will go in and make sure our 6-0 isn't able to.
Might as well do our due diligence here.
All right, I'm just asking. I have no expectations they are able to. Otherwise, we have Bray here versus Gardevoir Jellicent. And then, where was Cal? Cal was further down.
No, 4. Number 4.
Oh, number 4? Oh, versus Charizard Pidgeot. If we don't hear back, we have either one. I think Bray's probably the bunny one since it's the newest deck.
Might as well.
Which, didn't we watch it play against Gardevoir earlier tonight?
We did indeed, yes.
Right,
That was the loss.
That was the loss. And he's not able to play on his phone. So we will go to table number 1.
Sounds good.
And they are already going.
All right. We're off to the races then. Brave versus Scalar. Megalopony Dusknoir versus Gardevoir Jellicent. And here we go. Megalopony going first, and let's see what happens. And that hand is not amazing for going first with, but, you know, that's the benefit of playing against Gardevoir. You have a little bit of breathing room before the pain starts.
I mean, as we saw with the Cal game, the pain could start like way late.
Yes, indeed. Gardevoir is a really, really good deck for just taking its sweet time and then making up for lost time.
Ooh, the Poffin.
Okay, the Poffin top deck is beautiful. Completely changes things up here. And we have a much stronger start. Double Baneri plus a Duskull. And over to Scalar now. Let's see if they have a comparably good start. They have the benefit of supporters here. Okay, they start with the Ralts. That's good.
Not bad, not bad. Ooh, that's...
Okay. They also opened with a Mew EX. We actually saw this in Game 3 of LAIC. Gardevoir doesn't always want to open Mew EX, but one benefit of opening Mew is that it makes it much, much easier for you to get a turn 1 Frillish attacking. So would not at all be surprised if the turn 1 item lock comes down right away. Especially with Secret Box being played, because Secret Box makes everything happen. Although it looks like Scalar might be eyeing up a TM Evolution play.
Which I would try not to put any energy onto that Mew.
Release Termination, fresh hand at 8. What a good supporter card.
There's the Frillish. There's the Monkey. Nice stretcher for energy.
Okay.
Feels so bad.
Oh, I disagree. I think that's one of the great things about Nice Stretcher. And there we go. Boom. Turn 1 item lock. Oceanic Gloom coming down. That's unfortunate for Bray. Oh, but they found the Megalopony plus Jet Energy anyway, so it's going to be just fine for them. They're going to be free to send that Megalopony active and get off the first attack with I always forget the name of it, but I'll Gale Thrust. Boom. Gale Thrust, down goes the Frillish.
Hello there.
What's up, everyone coming in from High Flyer UK stream? I am Senior Doom, tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and man, 30 seconds in the past. Joining me tonight is Shani and Espeon as we are in the final round of the Challenge of Doom. Watching Baneri, Mega Lopunny. I like Baneri, but
Lopunny.
We'll call it Mega Baneri. Actually, that'd be kind of cool too. Going up against Gardevoir Jellicent.
Oh, and this actually might be. I wonder if this is Pedro Pertussi's exact list, because I saw that Drifloon hit the discard pile. That'd be a telltale sign to me.
I will. Okay, High Flyer saying de-ice their car. I love having a garage because I haven't had to de-ice my car in years.
I also haven't had to de-ice my car in years because I live in Florida.
That makes sense. All right, here's the worst thing. When we went to Vegas, I left Seattle in torrential downpour. I get to Vegas, it's torrential downpour. It was like 80 degrees the day before, and it like rained all weekend. I was like, the one time I come to the desert, it rains.
That's Vegas for you. But all right, Gardevoir is established for Scalar, and there is a Miracle Force 190 damage on the Megalopony. But, oh my goodness, there's a Rare Candy Dusknoir. So, I think that there's a fair chance this Gardevoir is going down. In fact, with the Latias, it is a sure thing. Well,
I'm not against going after the Corellia.
so they're not going to knock out the Gardevoir this turn. They're going to be 10 short with a Gale Thrust.
Could you boss up the Mew?
Yeah, that's seems respectable enough. But nope, just Gale Thrust instead. I guess they figure they'll clean it up later with a Cursed Blast. Let's see what Monkey Dory has to say about that. I mean, Monkey Dory doesn't get out of range of a Cursed Blast, I suppose.
Could see the Frillish. I still hate that it does not show you what they grab with a Night Stretcher.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate. Not the most spectator-friendly thing in the world. I mean, not the most player-friendly thing in the world, I suppose.
Really thinking out their turn here. Another Monkey Dory.
Unfortunately, we can only get at most one Adrenabrain online this turn. So this is looking a lot better for Bray than the last game against Gardevoir Gels that they had on stream. We're gonna see an Adrenabrain here. And I mean, I say this looking better, but Scalar is going to go down to 2 prizes this turn. Already lining up the Pheasantipity. Maybe getting into Screamtail range. It is actually down to 160, which is exactly enough to be KO'd by a 4 energy Screamtail. No Bravery Charm required. So I said things are looking better, but actually things might be looking a little scary still.
Like, okay, you get the KO here.
I guess with what you do, the win
Oh.
the win condition is you Cursed Blast the Gardevoir, and then
Boss's
you
orders up the
boss
Mew.
the Mew. Yeah. So can we Cursed Blast the Gardevoir though? I don't believe there's a Dusclops in the discard pile. I believe it was a rare candy Dusknoir, right?
Right.
So Bray already did the flip the script.
Yes.
So yeah, I don't think they have a way to win this turn, which means they have to hope Scalar doesn't win.
Would it be worth it? I don't know if taking the KO, because we know they have the Screamtail, but there is three energy on the active. I mean the Gardevoir. How many were in the discard?
It's true. Maybe getting 4 energy on a Screamtail is too tall an order. We will find out. 7 cards in hand. Let's see what we can make of it.
1 energy in discard.
Earth and Vessel.
2 energy in
2 energy in
discard.
discard. Okay, that's enough now. All we need to do is find the Screamtail.
Which they grabbed with a Night Stretcher.
Then they have it. If they grab the Screamtail with Night Stretcher, then they have it. Yes, there it is. And I think this is going to be the game. Scalar will be taking down Megalopony Dusknoir.
Just not having the Dusclops. Just not enough.
Yeah, it's wild the games when Gardevoir wins really quickly. You think about Gardevoir as a deck that has these long, kind of grindy games, but it can just win really, really fast. Especially, of course, with Mega Evolutions in the mix to have 3 prize swings. I mean, I guess Megalopony is the kind of deck where you could lose pretty quick with that deck. You give up prizes with the Dusknoir, your Megalopony gives up 3 prizes. That adds up. But yep, there we go. Roaring Scream, 120 damage, and that is it. Scalar takes her last 2 prizes and has taken down Megalopony once again. Gardevoir Jellicent will be moving on to 6-1, and Megalopony Dusknoir moving down to 5-2.
Everyone join me on table 7 and see if Cash's game's still going.
Sure.
And
It is still going. Oh, it's over. Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was over, but it's not over. Charizard versus Dragon Ball. Oh, this is Pete.
Oh.
Both players we have seen a couple times before.
They're both players who are very, very, they stream pretty much every round. So I would say dependable players to like get on.
Friends of the channel.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
All right, so Cash needs 3 prizes to go. Pete needs 5, but this Charizard's already pretty softened up. So a Phantom Dive will take it down, and it can begin spreading damage elsewhere.
Side on PTCG, thank you for the follow.
Release Determination for a fresh hand of 6. Cynthia, eat your heart out. I mean, this is literally Cynthia now, but the potential to draw 8 is the real magic of this card.
Can you claim prizes tomorrow? Yeah, I'll post them tomorrow. They'll be under your Limitless History. So expect that tomorrow. I'll probably just do it tomorrow morning once I get on.
All right, Jamming Tower is established, and here we go. Phantom Dive is going to be 200 damage to this Charizard. 6 damage counter spread on the bench in any way. And let's see. Oh, going to just put them all on the Tatsugiri. Take 3 prizes and take that Tatsugiri. Get it off the board. And doing the clever thing, not putting damage counters elsewhere to avoid giving the Munkidori more to play with.
Because there's a possibility
Oh,
we could have seen a Briar for game.
Oh, you're right. So I think Cash here is going to eye up the Duskull. Try to deprive Pete of a way to win on their next turn. Okay, I like this. And then coupling that with an unfair stamp is very, very strong.
So with that now, if Pete, no matter how Pete attacks, there's going to be damage counters out there for the Munkidori to move.
Right. Yep. No way Pete can win the game here unless I'm missing something.
Well, if he gets
And they'll be...
like if he gets boss, KOs the Munkidori, puts damage out, but even then, It feels bad.
Yeah, definitely a tight spot the Pete's in here. This Charizard's also swinging for 300 damage now, which is rough. Yeah, because the Monkey Dory is going to make that effectively 330.
I'm also keeping the standings updated as games come in. Not Stretcher.
Okay, well, he's just playing into it, but that just means that Cash wins, right?
Right. It just doesn't matter how whatever amount of damage he puts out there.
There we go. Adrenabrain going to move 3 damage counters off the Charizard onto the Dragapult EX. And then Burning Darkness 300. And that is it. Cash is taking down Dragapult Dusknoir with Charizard Pidgeot.
Oh, he prized
Oh,
the
hi, Brian.
Briar. Well, I guess that was never an option.
So Cash moving on to 6-1. Good night for them.
Very good night for him. All right, let's go ahead and jump back to the casting desk, and we will start wrapping up this night. All right, so our 6-0s haven't finished yet. Maybe. Nope, they're one of the last matches.
So we're going to have to wait with bated breath to see who our winner is.
Can't beat it, join it. Yeah, that's kind of true. I refuse to play Marnie's Grimmsnarl. If there was a top cut, yes, but there is no top cut. This is a challenge. There's only some amount of rounds. Like, you can even check the schedule here. That's it. Right there. The only phase. But it does solidify your place, though. Oh, another match is done. We're waiting on 4 more matches. And it wasn't our 6-0s. Like, I just don't know what to make of this deck.
Of which deck?
The Raging Bolt.
Oh, yeah. It's cool.
Glad it's doing well.
I kind of want to try it now. I want no Ogerpon at all. Oh, triple Blast Trumpet. Okay, I see you.
Always forget this line. You can only use this card if you have any Terra Pokemon in play.
And hence the Terrapagos EX. Certainly a way to get energy in play, though. I don't know, this deck's kind of clever. I kind of like it.
How do you claim rewards? You'll be able to get those from your history under Limitless. Which, if you want an easy way to see it real quick, you just go here, history, and then there will be a rewards tab right here. Easiest way to get them. And that's when I post them, which will be tomorrow morning. And we're down to 2 matches left, and we'll see if one of those is won. There we go. Gardevoir.
Gardevoir 1 LAIC, Gardevoir 1 the Challenge of Doom.
With as much as things stay the same, or however it goes, I don't know. I'm tired.
The more things change, the more things Psychic embrace.
Yep. Someday I need to get. I kind of want to get like a second one of this, but I don't know if I'll ever play Gardevoir again. Like,
Yeah, you gotta do it.
like part of me just wants to do it anyways. This is the one I want, but I don't want to spend like $130 for it.
Yeah, I did buy a couple of those ones for my 2025 decks.
Just for this little guy right here, little whooper going woo.
But how about the Pachirisu just vibing?
Oh, right there, yeah. Well, I mean, look at this, nice little Easter eggs everywhere. But hey, Gardevoir. Wait, sorry about what? Side on, you're like fine, unless you're talking about like something happened to your deck. But so, oh, I have that is the one Guardian EX I'm missing. Is the most expensive one. But with that, let's go ahead and get ready to call this a night. I am going to send everyone off to Zoots here because they keep playing the tournaments and they've tweeted at me a few times. I figured, you know what, it'll be a nice raid. Shiny Espeon, anything you have any promotion or anything you want to say?
Yeah, I always have stuff to say. So, thank you all for watching, and thank you, Doom, for having me here today. I have been your co-commentator, Kara Quaren, aka Shining Espeon. Give me a follow on Twitter at ShiningEspeon3. I've got a lot of stuff coming up. Got one retro Pokemon tournament this week, Friday at 9 p.m. Got a couple next week as well, and then coming up soon we have the coming up in January. We're going to have a big retro tournament that I'm actually hosting. The War of 04, free entry, cash prizes, all that good stuff, plus the Toronto Regional co-streams. So you can hop in, join me on the mic there, get a little bit of casting in if you're interested in that. So all sorts of fun stuff coming at you. So again, give me a follow on Twitter, and all the news will be posted there. That's it for me.
Yep. And as for me, I'm Senior Doom, your tournament organizer, professional illustrator, and part-time lumberjack. I will be back on Friday with our weekly tournament series. I gotta remember who is on Friday. Emmy just posted the schedule.
Me.
I think I don't remember. I think it's Andrew Zavala actually, or he might be next week.
Oh, interesting.
No, it is Andrew Zavala on Friday. So Andrew Zavala will be joining.
Know he was still around.
Yeah, he's still around.
Cool.
So he'll be in on Friday. Then we're still scheduling out some of the other stuff. It sounded like Wancho was going to come in on one of these nights, so we might get some Primetime Wizard coming in, and we'll see how that goes. But again, I'm Senior Doom, tournament organizer, blah blah blah. I want to send you off to Zoots. Have a good rest of your night, and hopefully I will see you Friday.
Take care, everyone.